right, welcome to ReRole Gaming Plays Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Today, you're welcome. Today, the five of us will be playing a one-shot adventure that I wrote for the Pathfinder 2nd Edition. This is a product made by Paizo. If you're in the tabletop audio... Oh my god, am I the only one who could hear the sound alerts again?
Yeah.
No.
Hello.
How do we not fix this? I have a special place in my heart for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. When we were making the ReRole Gaming podcast, we started as a Dungeons & Dragons show, but because Wizards of the Coast is fucked, we pivoted after the OGL debacle, worried that Wizards of the Coast was going to steal everything I created, and we pivoted to Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And what I really liked about this system and this company is not only is the system, I think, a lot more fine-tuned, and just better overall, the company was dedicated to replicating what we all loved about the OGL, and just allowing content creators like ourselves to have the freedom to create content within that system. So, without further ado, let's get this started.
In here.
Oh, let me turn on some music. Ayla and Octavia, you guys are in the chat. Let me know if the music is coming through.
Also, let me know if I'm quiet.
Sexy sax, very good.
Just a heads up too. My accent's going to be all over. I haven't nailed it down.
It's going to be very offensive.
I prepped by listening to the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack and yelling at people in my voice, like in traffic on the way home.
Loud.
It's fine.
Yeah. Says what? We're loud?
I'm in my headphones. I need to figure out how to turn down.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to worry about you.
Yeah, you might have to do it on your end in Roll20 because I think you need the volume to be consistent for the stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I have it at max. That's why.
No music? You still don't hear it, Octavia? Shit. All right.
We're doing it live. It's okay. We'll figure it out.
How about now? I turned it down because I was loud on my thing. Yes. Okay. Great. It is a cold, late winter dusk in a small trading post called Rogier's Rest. The pine trees tower tall and damp, fracturing the hazy light of the sinking sun. On streets of mud, dirty wooden walls border this northern frontier town. A chapel, a tavern, and a half-dozen merchant shops lie inside, waiting for the spring thaw to bring travelers with heavy coin purses through the Kravnok Mountains. A bell rings, ding, ding, as the last bit of daylight dwindles, and the people of Rogier's Rest begin to retire. We will start with Brendan and your character, Shiog. Brendan, what is Shiog doing at this moment?
Probably standing here looking at this. What is this kind of pillar thing up here?
Oh, you're not there yet. Don't look at the map.
What am I doing? I am
Avert your attention.
walking. Probably noticing that there's something gremlinly vaguely following in my tracks. I'm just kind of trying to keep my head down and walk through town. Taking the sights for now.
Chandler, what is Bonkules doing at this moment?
Well, Bonkules is in the bar. He's eating a chicken pot pie and drinking a beer, and he's flexing his muscles at everyone who walks by.
That's just classic Bonkules right there.
Yeah.
Real quick, before we get too much further,
Want some of this?
Brendan, will you actually describe what Shiog looks like to us?
Yeah, I think Shiog is, let me double check, I'm not fucking up his armor. Yeah, Shiog is a medium built, medium armored orc. He's got greenish blue skin, primarily green, black hair, not a severe under, but he's got pretty tame features as orcs go. Definitely looks kind of toward the human side, maybe not half. He moves quick on his feet, looks strong. Looks like maybe that's the only two things that he's ever spent his energy developing.
Great.
But he's got a nice smile. He looks happy.
And you are a half orc or a full orc?
I believe I was a half orc.
Okay, great.
What's the other half?
I don't know.
More orc.
Second orc.
It is
Gnome.
You know what? Let me correct one little thing. He does have a distinguishing feature. Pointy ass ears.
Oh, that's
He's not half
right.
human. He's half elf.
That's an interesting combination.
Yeah.
Bonkules, why don't you take this moment to describe what your character looks like?
Perfect. I am a small little green goblin. Got big old ears with a bunch of chunks missing out of it, like he's been bit by a lot of stuff. He's got a mohawk that transitions into a mullet. He's wearing a necklace made of different animal teeth. Just like every tooth is a different animal. He's wearing a toga style loincloth made out of animals you've never even fucking heard of.
Are they actually? But is that just how he describes it?
Yeah, that's how he describes it.
It's animals we've never heard of, but it's not impressive. It's like an anteater.
Well, he doesn't know the name of it. Is really why he says that.
Everybody else knows except for him.
And he's got like arm wraps on, and up his arm is so stained with blood that it looks like he's like red up the arms on both sides.
Okay.
And he's got a big axe sitting behind him. The head of the axe is probably the same size as him.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, I know Brendan might be into that.
Fuck yeah. I might have played a
Frost.
character once that was similar in stature and similar in weapon choices.
Frost. I miss him.
I might have swung more around my weapon than he swung around me.
All right, Zane, do you want to take us to what Captain Benton Carver is doing?
So yeah, among the shifting and bustling crowd in a darkened alleyway, an even darker silhouetted man stands. And as the embers from his pipe illuminate his face, you notice one eye burns with an emberous coal almost as hot as the pipe. And as the light spills across his face, you also notice a patchwork of clockwork metal and skin that you can't really tell if it's still even alive or not. The stench of death emanates from this man as he stands surveilling the crowd. And he says to himself, imperceptibly under his breath, "Come on, you wee scallywag. Where are ye?"
Oh,
As
God.
he eyes out different people in this crowd.
Okay, excellent. Latara, do you want to let us know what Grishna is up to?
Grishna is
Grishna.
currently like looking over the like a vendor's items, and you see as she turns to walk away, you get a better look at her. She has kind of slightly wavy bob black hair with one side braided back and some red highlights in it. Some bones kind of decorate on the side that's not braided. Some piercings, slightly greenish skin and tusks, red eyes. She is wearing breastplate and has a scythe strapped to her back.
Cool.
She's a little skinny, but overall pretty attractive. In a scary way. As
Hot
she
and scary.
walks,
Hell yeah.
as she turns from the booth, she kind of glances in the cap's direction before continuing on, and she sees like a beggar off to the side and bends down and starts talking to them.
Okay.
I think maybe locking eyes with Krishna, Captain would kind of start making his way towards the crowd slowly back towards her.
God, I wish you guys could hear the sound alerts. The sexy
I was like,
sax
what are you
was
laughing
right on. The town bell begins to ring again. Each one of you who have spent more than a day in this town finds this strange. It only rings at dusk and dawn. But for some reason, Ding, ding, ding. It doesn't stop ringing. You begin to hear shouting from wherever you are, and Captain... God damn it, what's your name again? Captain...
Just call me Captain. Just call me Captain. That's what he insists everybody calls him anyway.
Captain Carver, you are the first to know that a crowd is beginning to muster along the streets. Murmurs turn to whispers, turn to shouts. All sorts of town folk are filtering into this wave of onlookers, coming out of the tavern, coming out of the church, coming out of the bank. What do you all do?
I think reacting to this, Captain would just look around, frantically spotting more people, and just say to himself, "You're not even here, are you?" And he's gonna, again, go rejoin Krishna.
Yeah, she'll join up with the captain and start heading in where everyone else is going, I'm assuming.
Okay. Bonkules and Sheog, what are you doing? Are you roused by this ruckus?
Of course. I was checking out the town. This is something to check out.
I think Bonkules would probably go around as everyone's like leaving the tavern to like check what's going on. He's sipping beers on his way up. He's just grabbing them and sipping them on his way up, just taking all the extras.
It's Vegas rules too. You can bring your glass out on the street.
Yeah.
You're just pouring all the leftovers into yours.
Yeah, super beer.
Super beer.
I don't know if that's what I would call it, but sure.
That's what Bonkules would call it.
That's all that matters.
You all begin to trickle out into the streets, following the motion of this building crowd. Sheog, you notice this rugged-looking man with an embered eye, accompanied by another orc, similar to you, and maybe right over your shoulder, a drunken goblin stumbling around with a weapon he clearly cannot wield.
I know you.
He says drunkenly, as torches begin to dot the darkening street, and moonlight begins to bathe Regier's Rest.
I also forgot to elaborate in case this wasn't already obvious. Giant tricorn hat.
Excellent.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty stands right out in the crowd.
Yep.
I mean, you can smell him before you can see him. He smells like, not like a corpse, but he smells like he's just drenched in death.
Inadvertently joining up together in proximity of this crushing crowd, the four of you begin to make your way towards the head of this commotion, and through bodies and shouts, you see that leading this parade is a haggard dwarf bound at the wrists and pulled by a tall figure with a sharp leather pilgrim's hat. They are heading hastily to town square. Is there anything you would like to do, or are you just continuing to follow?
What did the person look like that they have captured?
A rugged dwarf. If anybody would like to roll a society or perhaps a relevant lore check, you may
nice.
have.
Let me throw you one really quick, just to, just spitballing. Does this look like the person I might be looking for who might know where the
No,
answer is? Okay.
because
yeah.
you didn't tell me that plan until today.
I mean, I'm assuming they're gonna die, so that might be interesting, development that
Sure.
my lead gets terminated. So I just wanted to softball that one to you. But if you don't want to make it that interesting, that's fine.
I refuse to take.
I'm gonna draw my pistol and shoot the dwarf.
Okay.
Yes, standing here. I'm gonna use my Mariana Trench dice in honor of Zane here. His
Okay.
character.
Oh,
Very nice.
real quick up top, Pathfinder does have hero points, which is like an advantage system from D&D. You all and we're gonna call them rerolls for brand recognition. You all start with one reroll. Make me laugh, you might get another.
Nice.
One reroll coming up.
I'm taking his away. He tried too hard.
You can't take away the air horn.
Something. That steel shield you thought you gave me earlier, I bought that. Give it back.
I have no fucking clue who this guy is.
Do you not have the steel shield? Oh, I'll give it to you.
No, you
just got two.
thought you accidentally gave it to me, but
There you go.
I actually just bought it while you were looking at it. Thank you.
Okay, did anybody roll a society or have a relevant lore they think is maybe relevant, for lack of a better term?
Like a thievery. I don't really have like a criminology. Can I roll a thievery, see if I can get a sense for what this guy's crimes might have even been, what he'd be capable of?
Sure.
Or Okay.
I got a +4 thievery. I'm not trained in it though.
Are you trained in
I'm not
it,
either.
Shiok? I'll let you roll. You'll probably get very limited information.
Okay. Flats at 20. Anyways.
Okay.
22.
For thievery as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Latara or Chandler, did you want to roll anything?
I rolled and I rolled a 2.
Okay.
I might know enough to know.
Okay.
I might know enough to know just like in this region what crimes would constitute immediate hanging.
Yes. So both of you, Shayog and Captain, with that success, you do know that this crime must have been pretty devastating. You think likely some sort of murder or banditry. You don't know specifically, being from not around here, but this seems like, not only does it seem like a large crowd gathering, it seems like rushing to hanging is indeed quite a jump. Now, you can also roll a society or some sort of lore on the man carrying or transporting this person. A lore that would be relevant might be bounty hunting or underworld or anything of the sorts.
I got
What
nothing.
about lore warfare?
Yep. Give it to me.
Yeah.
That's another 2.
Okay,
five.
great.
I think Captain would lean over to Grishna.
Krishna.
I keep wanting to say Grisham, and I don't know where that's coming
John
from.
Grisham.
Yeah, John Grisham, attorney at law. Say, he would have had to do something pretty heinous to get the dead man sentenced so quickly.
Regardless of what he did, it might be a show.
I'm here for it.
All right. The bell continues to ring as the crowd goes thick, and the bounty hunter of sorts shoves his target up onto a gallows erected in the center of town. This pine tree looms heavy over town in which this noose is connected to, and it's swaying gently and ominously in the wind. This pilgrim figure, the bounty hunter, you start to pick up, is known as the Blade from whispers throughout the crowd. He shoves forward this outlaw, and with due time, you start to get the outlaw's name as well. Savage Henry Stone, they call him. And it's, the same gossipy old lady like, "Did you hear? They caught old Savage Henry Stone." The criminal has a swollen lip that seems to twist into a smile as he looks to the knotted rope above him. Torchlight begins to sweep through this crowd as the crisp, clear night sets in, and a fat man wearing a suit that is clearly ill-fitting steps loudly onto the creaky wooden stairs of the gallows. Yes, Latara.
Assuming the captain's following, I'll continue to push to the front of the crowd. I want a close view.
Okay. Bonkules and Sheog, are you following suit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Bonkules is just locked in on Sheog too, trying to figure out, I'm pretty sure that's the dude that...
Who the fuck is this guy?
Where do I know you from?
A torch flashes across the rosy cheeks of this fat man and fogs up his glasses that he hangs from his nose. He continues cautiously, examining the outlaw with fear and awe, and a grin matching the outlaw's strikes his face. Good evening, my faithful citizens. It is...
Hi, good evening.
Thank you. It is a glorious evening for the king's justice tonight. I have confirmed that this wretched beast is, in fact, Henry Stone, wanted in Grimholt for murder. And the crowd's like, murder, oh, rabble. The noble and vigilant Ivan Velmer has once again proven his dedication to the laws of our fair town, and we shall welcome him to Rajir's Rest with open arms and the finest dwarven hospitality in the frontier. The crowd erupts into applause, a fervent chorus of anger and excitement. The fat man dots his brow with a handkerchief as Ivan begins to fashion the noose around the prisoner. It seems things are going forward rather quickly. Is there anything you would like to do?
Booty murder. I
No.
yell out.
Good question. Who said that? Come up here for a free prize.
20 points to Gryffindor.
I push my way to the front.
No, it's a goblin. Never mind. Good question.
It's okay.
Citizens. Oh god, I hate these sound alerts. I'm gonna kill everybody else.
Here,
in
which
this
kind of
fucking
makes
thing.
it funnier for us.
Good question, citizen. This wretched dwarf is guilty of slaughtering his family. His father, his mother, and his older brother, all in the terms of inheritance. And the crowd's boo! Rotten Tomatoes.
That's a pretty good reason.
A Rotten Tomato skids across the wooden floor. Is there anything you want to do before this man is hanged? No is an acceptable answer.
I just pull out like a handful of like metal bits and I'm like rolling them in my hands.
Okay. Henry Stone, you are accused of 3 murders. Those of your father, Jorman Stone, your mother, Vera Stone, and your brother, Jorman Stone the Second. And for
Too
these...
bad I'm starting to like this guy.
Stop interrupting the mayor.
He's whispering this to Krishna.
I can hear everything. I'm really good here.
Dimension to the scene.
I love it. I, Mayor Theodore Hill, acting vessel for King Ungvil Shattershield, first of his name, and Giant Slayer, in accordance with the laws of Grimholt and the guidance of Tog, sentence you to be hanged from the neck until dead. By Tog's grace, speak your final words. The mayor dips the brow of his cap back and dabs his forehead continuously. Change up the music here, get a little more suspenseful.
I'm gonna ask why the mayor's so sweaty.
I
Why so sweaty, mayor?
Is it particularly hot here, or is he?
ate a lot tonight. I got the meat
Cold,
sweats.
isn't it?
And yeah, to give you a little bit of texture to the scene, this is a late winter evening. You're just on the cusp of spring. Things are starting to warm up a little bit, but it's still rather cold. The hazy night is beginning to clear out to reveal this pretty bright full moon. And Henry Stone steps forward, the noose taut against his neck. Yes,
I
Lathar?
imagine any sort of spell casting. It's obvious who does it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He looks down at the trapdoor beneath him, then up to the full moon burning through the last of the thin fog. A wicked, beastly grin crosses his face. Fools! You call me savage. You condemn me to death. You who feed the system with your forgotten children. You who fester in gold and greed. You who butcher for the sake of butchery. Tonight, you will learn the true nature of savagery. And his eyes, brimming with malice and hatred, begin to turn yellow, and his muscles bulge and pop, growing at an unnatural rate as fur rips through his skin itself as his bones break and reform into a bestial shape. Tearing free of this noose, he howls towards the full moon. A werewolf.
Very nice.
As he lets out this devastating howl, I would need all of you to give me a will saving throw.
Man, I'm upset now because I forgot to ask you if I could get a specific type of metal, so I guess I won't have that. I was
That
going to ask
sucks.
though.
Is that with a 20, I'm guessing? Yeah.
Yeah, roll a d20. You should have a will save bonus. Go ahead and add that.
Are you using
Say it's a save.
Pathfinder?
Fortitude,
Yes,
reflex,
yes.
will.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
okay, there you go. 16.
15.
16, 15,
10.
10,
14.
14.
Wasn't expecting it.
Everybody but the captain is unaffected. Captain, You are frightened 1.
Oh shit! I be getting out of here.
All right, take a reroll for that.
Oh, yes.
As Henry Stone lets out this devastating howl, he signals for a pack of wolves that erupt from the shadows, immediately lunging towards whoever was foolish enough to be convenient prey. Now I will draw your attention to roll 20, where we are going to continue playing. Now, we need a little bit of our imagination power for this map. So I didn't want to fill this with 24 civilian tokens. So pretend there are civilians everywhere running in a very panicked fashion and effectively rendering everything difficult terrain, which means your movement is halved.
Interesting.
But close to the 4 of you, 3 wolves begin to circle, noticing maybe a little bit of a threat in all of your statures.
They probably smell cabin too, and they're like,
Seafood. Everybody, roll initiative. That will be using your perception.
Blasted 20.
Flaccid 20.
Also,
21.
with my
Flaccid 20 for Captain, Flaccid 20 for Shiag, 21 for Grishna?
12.
12 for Bonkules, that's fair. Okay, and we are going to start with Grishna. You are surrounded by these 3 wolves. On the gallows sits Savage Henry Stone and the bounty hunter as well as the mayor. But it is getting difficult to see with this crowd of people scattering all about.
Sorry, really quick. I with 10 paces, I have a +2 circumstance bonus to my initiative. So
Okay,
that puts me
great.
at a 22.
But you don't go first.
Okay, so it is up
Oh, sorry.
Captain or Krishna, whichever one of you wants to go first can go.
I have a weird feeling that I don't want to go first.
You know
and I'm
what
basing
I
that off
like
of
to
nothing.
do at the start of fights, so maybe just hold it a second.
Yeah.
Grishna lets out a laugh, and then she clutches her necklace and is gonna cast Bless. So I put an aura on the map around my character for that.
Okay, great.
That'll do it.
I could
see it?
feel it though.
Oh, let me
know
show
it's
everybody roll 20 here.
Oh, nice. We do have a way of viewing it.
Well, currently Shiag and the captain are in it. It's 15 feet
Okay.
around me.
I will see if I can't. Okay, that should work there. Okay, that was 2 actions to cast that spell. You have 1 action remaining.
For my last action, I will, as I finish laughing, just glare at this wolf in front of me and do an intimidating glare.
And is that wolf number 3 in front of you?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is, I think, against Will. Is that right?
Will DC, yes.
Okay. That's a 13.
13. That is... Ooh, let me check their will. That is not a success, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's my turn.
Wait a minute. No, meets beats, right? So that is a success.
Yeah. Woo!
So,
So they're frightened 1.
Frightened 1. Perfect. Okay. And Captain, it is now your turn.
Did we have time to draw our weapons, or do we need to do that?
That will be an action to draw a weapon.
Okay. So, gonna be using 10 paces, which lets me move to 10 feet and draw 1 weapon at least as an action at the beginning of combat here. So, I think he's just gonna step back 5 feet and draw 2 pistols out of the brace from under his coat point one at Wolf 3, another one at Wolf 1, and he's going to take a shot at Wolf 3.
Okay, take your first shot at Wolf 3, who has the frightened condition.
Well, pistol, let's see here.
And Bless gives you a +1 to your roll status.
Okay. 17, not very good.
17 is a hit.
Very nice. Okay, let's get some damage going. It is going to be 3 damage.
Boom! A resounding shout rings out as you let loose what is probably the first time anybody in this town has heard a gun, and they're like, "Oh, fuck!" All right, and you have one more action remaining, is that correct?
No, I used the second action to draw another pistol, and then I took an action to fire.
Okay, great. It is now Sheog's turn. Sheog, what would you like to do in face of these 3 wolves?
I do have one mechanical question because I've never used a shield before. Is that its own whole action to draw the shield, or?
We'll say your shield's strapped to your arm, but it will be an action to raise your shield.
Okay. Yeah, I think. Which wolf did you shoot at? Got it.
Wolf
Oh, God.
3.
Wolf 3 is the one.
Yeah, Wolf 3.
There's no wolf 5. Okay.
Wolf 3 is the one
Yeah,
that's
I
frightened
guess I'm just
currently.
dying.
I think Sheog is appropriately going to be like, "What the fuck was that?" and run over here to wolf number 2 and draw a longsword and swing the longsword.
Okay.
You're still in Bless, so +1.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
I
I think with Emanation, the corners aren't actually in my Bless, just so people know.
Good to know.
That's a 23 to hit.
23 is a critical hit.
Damn.
Ooh.
Give me that damage and double it.
Why does it say? Oh wait, epic, epic crit or regular?
What's
Like
an
go
epic
double
crit?
before or after the bonus?
Oh, you double everything.
Double everything,
Yeah,
20.
add it all together and then double it. 20.
20 damage, yes sir.
Describe to me how you eviscerate Wolf 2.
Hell yeah.
I think that probably, even though mechanically this isn't what is happening, Sheog is running directly toward that stage and is just going to go ahead and pass his sword through the wolf on his way by.
Okay, now Sheog, give me a free perception check.
Okay. This doesn't come with like a no purchase required, right?
No purchase required.
22.
22. You being working your way towards this stage, you watch as this werewolf of Savage Henry Stone rips Ivan, the bounty hunter, directly in half.
Oh.
And now, it is Wolf number...
He's gone.
It is Wolf number 1's turn. Wolf number 1 is going to charge towards Sheog, seeing that you just completely carved your way through its wolf friend, and it is going to try to bite you. Come on, baby. No, natural 1.
Are you kidding me? Nice.
It skids across the ground and gets a mouthful of dirt before it spits it out, turns back to you, and tries again. This time I'm going to use physical dice. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
Okay, so it sinks its teeth into your leg, but your armor is able to rebuke the attack. Bonkules, it is now your turn.
Okay, I got a quick question. How many actions do I got?
You have 3 actions.
Okay, and I got another question. It says I have quick tempered, which is the trigger is I roll initiative, and then it says as long as you're able to move freely, you rage. Does that mean I'm already raging?
That means you're already raging, baby.
Let's go,
Nice.
baby, let's go. Okay, that saves me an action.
That was.
I want to draw my weapon.
Okay.
I want to run over to wolf number 1. I
Okay.
want to kill it because I'm sick of Sheog getting all the action right now.
Okay.
Honestly, pissing me the fuck off.
That's...
Yeah, fuck this dude.
He's not taking my kills again.
Did I move Wolf 1? Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Move Wolf 1, and we are difficult terrain, you said?
I am difficult. You are difficult terrain, but I believe Bonkules has
I got
the
25 feet of movement.
Yes. 5.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep.
So you could actually even get into the bluffs there if you want.
I would love to. Do I move
Hashtag
it myself on? Wolf
Yeah, you
1?
should be able to move it yourself.
Okay. Dope.
Okay, great. Roll
That
to
might be better
hit.
flank, to be honest, but
Hey, that is a 10,
+1.
That +1.
11.
Still a miss. What kind of weapon do you have, Chandler?
I got a large great axe.
Okay,
It's
you
massive.
bring this great axe down, but it actually lifts you off the ground as it makes contact and shatters a stone beneath you. All right, and now it is Wolf 3's turn. Wolf 3 is frightened, but it is going to step up to Grishna. It is going to attempt to attack you. Let me see if I can't do that. God fucking damn it.
What you got?
Now your gosh darn business.
Is that 2?
Pretty
one?
close. Not a natural one. What's my stupid bonus here? There's a 14 hit you.
it does not.
Okay. Oh, -1, so 13. It is going to attempt again. Hopefully. Oh, natural 20. Let's go.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Let's see if we can kill Latara. A whopping 4 points of damage.
That's doubled already?
That's doubled already. I rolled almost minimum.
This is cake. We got this.
Okay. Now it is top of the initiative. This is Grishna's turn.
Does the initiative stay if you let me go first?
I mean,
Yes.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
fight you on
Yeah,
that. So
we'll go
yeah.
on that. Oop.
Since Wolf 3 has moved up, I will swap the metal in my hand for my scythe first action.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and attack. $17.
17
Plus
is
my
a
plus, so 18.
18 is a hit.
Okay.
Captain, you can remove that frightened condition. It goes down by 1 at the end of your
Oh yeah, right. Thank you for reminding me. I'm no longer scared.
That's a 7.
7 points of damage.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. You sink your scythe into its side, but it is not quite enough to kill it. So it snarls at you.
Trying to decide if I want to attack again or do something else. I will just extend my bless.
Okay. All right. Increase that.
Which increases it by 10, yeah.
All right. Perfect. And now it is the captain's turn.
Captain's gonna take up a firing position with his second loaded pistol, take a shot at Wolf 3, and then turn while reloading, and then pivot on a knee and dexterously take a shot at Wolf 1.
Okay.
You're fine.
Roll your
Just
first
don't move.
attack.
Don't move.
Don't move. It's a gun.
What's a gun?
It'd be mostly accurate. Kind of.
Okay.
Okay, first attack on Wolf 3. That's going to go ahead and be a flaccid 20 plus 1 for the bless.
That is a hit.
Okay, and then just for continuity's sake, I'm going to roll my attack on the other one. That is going to be a 14 with
That
the plus 1.
is also a hit.
Nice. Okay, so Wolf... God damn, Wolf 3 is going to take 3 damage.
Okay. Boom, you blast it. It looks barely alive.
Perish, you foul beasts, and turns and fires the other one for a total of 6. Not bad.
6, okay. The other one you hit more resoundingly right in the gut, and it spurts out a line of blood. And at this point, Sheog, rolling over your perception from last time, you see this werewolf, blood soaking its claws, let out another howl. And go ahead and give me a will save.
Is that everybody?
Everybody, yes.
Stop it. Plus 20.
Okay.
Natural.
Okay.
Rigid. Hard
11.
20.
Well, this
11.
is just attacks, not saves. Okay. Ooh. Will save is 16.
Okay, so everybody is fine except for Bonkules. You are going to be frightened one, so I'm going to throw this on your character.
Ah.
It should affect your character sheet numbers automatically. Now, with a natural 20, Sheog, I will say that you're able to keep your eyes on the prize, and you see this werewolf snatch the mayor and head deeper into town out of your sight.
And nobody important died.
But now it is your turn, Sheog. Oh, sorry. One thing I forgot to say. With this last howl, these wolves seem emboldened. You see a fury in their eyes as they begin to scratch at the ground.
Man. Is this wolf in front of me? Wolf number 1. Looks pretty hurt, right?
It looked hurt until this howl, and it looks like it has sort of emboldened it.
Have I already lost sight of the mayor?
You
Time
have.
that I'm able to react. Okay. I will... Yeah, fuck this wolf. It was trying to bite me. I'm gonna go ahead and swing on her.
No, don't
Okay.
fuck it. We don't have time.
Okay.
Just kill it.
15 to hit?
15 is a hit.
Alright. I'll take 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. And this was wolf number 1.
Yes.
Okay. You slash it with your longsword and you give it a deep gouge. You have 2 actions left?
Yeah. I think after that swing, he's going to do a fancy loop back and try to take another swing as I'm going to use my move action after the swing.
Okay.
And that's going to be an 18 to hit
18's a hit.
Nice.
for 9 damage this time.
Damn, all right.
This time you plunge your longsword right under its neck and you hear it, "Arr!" but it is still up, though bleeding profusely.
Okay. And I know it's a bad idea, but I'm going to go ahead and take... How does it work? All difficult terrain? What's my...
Every 5 feet of movement is 10 feet.
Okay. Yeah, just double check things real quick.
We just get a follow?
No, we got a sound alert that I can
Okay,
hear.
I saw Spider-Man for half a second. I was confused.
Okay.
All right.
Use my move action as move action.
Okay. And let's see. Boop. Perfect. And now,
Am I able to, like, the repositioning very slightly? I didn't get super lucky and, like, reestablish a line of sight on this guys, did I?
you would have to take an action to do a seek at this point.
Okay.
And now it is Wolf 1's turn, and Wolf 1 is going to look at Bonkules, who is still engaged with him, with its emboldened...
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Aw.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's been a long time coming, honestly. You guys are a great couple.
Wipe.
And in a sad,
Scared, right?
a sad moment of husband turning on wife and wife turning on husband, it rolls a 13. Which I assume is a miss.
And misses, bitch.
Okay. It's going to take
That
another
does subtract
attack.
1 from your AC, just so you know, because you're scared.
It should be
Still
factored
misses.
Okay, cool.
My sheet didn't change, by the way.
in. What is your AC at right now?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes. Just
18.
Very much so.
18. Okay, yeah, didn't weird.
Not even close.
Okay. Well, it
Dumbass
tries to
wolf.
bite you 2 more times, but just chomp, chomp, miss. And Bonkules, it is now your turn.
How does fear affect my ability to attack?
It's going to lower your 2 hit by 1.
But you also have bless, so they just cancel.
Yeah, so I guess don't worry at all.
Fuck yeah, well then I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Swinging on this bitch. Motherfucker. Maybe, I don't know. 13?
13. You swing your weapon into this wolf, but it's emboldened form. It quick reflexes, turns back, catches your axe with its mouth, and spits it out.
It's like my mother was right about you.
You still have 2 more actions.
Well, all Bonkules wants to do is fucking kill this thing, so
Okay,
I wanna go again.
so your second attack is going to be a +2 instead of a +7.
I'm going for it.
Do it.
No fucking time I hit something.
Do it.
Nope, it's a 4.
Okay,
Nope.
you have 1 more
Christ.
attack at a -3 if you'd like.
Fuck it. I'm changing dice. Fuck, hold on. One fell.
This is going well.
Bonkules has a bit of whiskey dick.
That's fair.
It was a 6.
What was it? Super beer? Mega beer? What'd you call it?
It was the super beer, man.
Yeah, the super beer is probably what did you in.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Super beer dick.
It was either the super beer or all the chlamydia in it. I mean,
Yeah.
One of
Fair.
those.
That's never been a problem before.
It is now Wolf 3's turn. Wolf 3, feeling emboldened, is going to let loose a fury of bites towards Krishna. First one, 18.
Just hits.
Finally. Thank God. Oh, trash damage. 4 points of damage, but I do need you to make a reflex save.
Reflex. Oof, that's my worst one. Oh. Yeah, that's a total of 7.
Should be good enough.
That is a fail. So, you are knocked prone.
Uh-oh.
And then with its final action, it is going to try to bite at you again. Oh, I definitely fucking got you with a 22 with the map.
Yup, yup.
Okay.
You got me.
Grizzly, you gotta let it stop biting ye. You gotta Grizzly, you fell over.
That's not a crit since you're flat-footed, is it? Because you are on the ground, you are prone.
Footed.
Flat selfed.
Let me add a condition here real quick. Let's see.
Flat-footed.
What did you get?
22.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Did I already give you the damage?
It'll make the victory all the sweeter when we win.
As you're getting your leg like eviscerated.
Did I already give you the damage?
You only gave me the 4 so far, I think.
6 points of damage on top.
Oof, I'm getting quite low.
Okay. And now, top of initiative. It is your turn, Grishna.
When you are prone, does that affect your melee attack?
I don't.
Yes, a minus
Oh, it does?
2.
That makes-
I'm gonna try for it.
Okay.
He's looking pretty hurt, right?
This is which wolf is this?
Wolf 3?
Wolf 3 is looking. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
You don't know. I know. I know everything.
He just looks so emboldened, I can't tell. Okay. So basically a minus 1 after my bonus. Not rolling too great. Let's see. That is, can't do math here, 12.
12
Not
is
a
a
hit.
miss.
So
Two more
as she
actions.
swings around with her scythe and misses. She's going to bring her other hand around and grab onto the wolf and cast harm.
Okay, what do you need from me?
I'm doing a 2-action spell. Does that actually matter? Maybe I only need 1 action. Oh yeah, I only need to do 1 action because 2 action only does range. I'm assuming I need a roll.
Probably need a save.
It doesn't. Oh, there it is. A basic fortitude save.
Ooh, fuck. There we go. There we go. Starting to roll. 24.
Come on.
No.
That's a save.
Yeah, these wolves are
Not
gonna
a
kill us all.
crit save.
I hope so.
So
That'd
it
be
still takes
fucking-
half damage.
Okay, give me the damn.
I roll like shit. Round down right on half, right?
Sure.
So just 1.
Ow. Okay. You have 1 action remaining. Would you like to stand up?
Yeah, I'll stand up.
Okay.
Good idea. It's a good.
Thanks, I'm full of them. Captain, it is your turn. Shayok, you are on deck.
Okay, he's gonna rack one of his pistols, and as he's twirling both of them, reload
Rack
both
one of your pistols. You have a, like...
He's gonna rack his Glock 19 and mag dump on this bitch. No, yeah, like definitely twirling his pistols. A couple clicks emerge as he quickly reloads both of them, dropping down to a knee. Looks at this thing and with his smoldering embered eye says, "I've put down bigger dogs than ye," and aim one of his pistols and take a shot. And I also get a chance to demoralize with deception check because of Raconteur's reload.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna
Which one are
roll-
you shooting at?
Wolf 3.
Wolf 3? Great.
Yeah. So I'll hit a deception check for you. That's going to be a, oh, come on, a 10 plus 1.
That is unfortunately not enough.
It was
Plus
almost a
doesn't
16.
get +1 on skill checks.
Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. He's also going to shoot this thing.
To be
Take
fair,
this,
that
you
is
dumb bitch.
intimidating. Getting shot.
Okay. I'm gonna hit a reroll. Hold on. Hit a
Bam.
reroll on that. I don't know if I'm assuming stream can hear this.
I didn't hear it, so I don't know.
Did you mute me?
No, maybe. I don't think so.
No.
You've been muted
heard
this whole
it.
time.
I'm gonna mute my horn. Okay, I'm gonna try that one again. That's better. 28.
28 is a
Yay.
critical
Save
hit.
me.
Hell yeah. So yeah, he takes an extra second aiming down the top of the barrel and lets loose a shot at this sumbitch. And that's going to hit you for... Actually, let me roll for
Well-
it. I didn't see what that was.
Really quick.
Yeah.
Let's get into this. Your Flintock pistol has the fatal ability.
Oh, I didn't know that.
All guns, I believe, have this. So that means on a critical hit, your damage die increases to the die size listed instead of the normal die, and the weapon adds 1 additional damage die of listed size.
So what? I do max damage, basically?
No, so what damage does it do? 1d4?
I do 1d4 and then an additional 1d4 precision for my...
So that original 1d4 is going to turn into 2d8, I believe. If
Holy
I'm
shit,
doing
this is what you're
right.
talking about with these crits.
Yep.
Okay,
Wait,
wait,
you see-
hold on.
Is the D8 just listed somewhere on it?
Yeah, it's listed. It says fatal d8.
Did it do that automatically?
It will for a crit, probably.
I need to make sure. Hold on a second. Your damage roll. Why is it not showing? God damn it. Sorry, one sec.
You're fine. This is...
Yeah, it didn't
Yes, it
show.
will. It will do it automatically.
It will? Okay, well that's cool because I still rolled a 3.
Well, you
I,
should
I
have
got a 1, a 1, and a 1.
double it.
I'm not kidding you.
So
6?
6, and this was Wolf
That's
3.
what I was trying to find. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, 1d8 plus 1d4 plus 1d8 piercing. Or
Amazing.
precision. I rolled a 3.
You managed to
So-
shoot this wolf in the head, but it's not dead.
It's
Oh my
like, ow.
gosh.
Wow, okay.
Guys, plus-
You
Tanner,
could
what
have
the
rolled
fuck, man?
so.
I'm
What? I
blaming
didn't
you.
roll.
No, you're the reason that I'm here, so I'm
this-
choosing to blame you.
Is this wolf just like super beefy?
No, man. I
I
had a cool one-liner and everything. This sucks.
Like Lewis and Clark said that like their muskets, they could shoot a bear right in the head, and mostly the bullets would just like bounce off. And that's why like American bears were so fucking scary to them.
Well, I hold Captain Carver to a much higher standard than Lewis and Clark,
Well,
so I'm
I think
disappointed.
Grecia's gonna die now, so
Was that in your entire turn there, bud?
Yep, that was it.
Okay, Sheog, it is now your turn. Now, at the top of the round, Sheog, you notice that the crowd has dwindled enough to where it is no longer difficult terrain. Whether they have dwindled because wolves have eaten them, I do not know. Actually, I do. But I'm not telling you.
Yag is facing a crisis of conscience because like that one wolf went down really easy. He really figured everybody kind of had it, and that he could go save the mayor and like be the talk of the town or whatever. But now we got somebody
Perhaps that will be relevant later in the adventure.
maybe. Yeah, Sheog is going to waste some movement, but it's okay.
Oh.
He's gonna go ahead and what?
Never mind.
Going to flank.
I'm still agonizing over this.
Gonna go ahead and well, you're not gonna go down like your buddy there. Slash.
Okay, and just to inform you, Chandler, since this is your first time playing Pathfinder, whenever people are flanked, they become flat-footed, which lowers their AC by 2, thus making it easier to not only hit, but crit. Gonna give us a double slash, you're saying?
Oh yeah.
All
I'm
right.
looking Bonkules directly in the eye while I do this. To his
I'm pissed. I'm mad as hell.
It's gonna be a 19 for the first one.
The air horn symbol's stuck on my portrait, so I'm just gonna hit this a couple more times, see if it goes away.
Okay.
I'm trying to fix it. It didn't work.
It's
Enable,
gonna be a
disable your
15
camera.
for my second one.
What was your first one, sorry?
It's a 19 and a 15 for hits.
I don't think it matters. But did you add +1?
Oh, it's a blasted 20 and a 16. for hits.
Both. Well, why don't you roll your first attack first? Well,
Damn
you
it.
already rolled it, but it's a hit.
Okay. Hello. That's a 9 damage.
9 damage.
Yeah.
Please explain to me how you eviscerate this other wolf.
Oh, thank God somebody did something.
Yeah, like I said,
Yeah,
I think
just
this,
gonna kill them all for us.
seeing
Please.
seeing Bonkules is like chronic flaccidity. I think
Oh
like-
no.
Chronic now.
You need to get
It
some
was
of
the
those.
super- it was the super beer.
You need to get some of those gas station rhino pills.
Like Bonkers hasn't been popping those like crazy. Come on.
He's gotten immune to them. They don't do anything anymore.
I believe that non-mechanically, I'm just gonna say this wolf was like completely occupied with Bonkules, and Jog just ran up behind and just bisected it down the middle.
Beautiful. We'll say you still have an action remaining since that second attack wouldn't have gone through unless you want to hit the corpse of this wolf.
Ooh.
Double tap.
Not quite a damn. Okay, well, I'll use my last move action to get in somewhat proximity. I'm gonna go over here and jeer at this wolf, and I hope that makes it just decline to attack me.
Okay, great. Oh god. It is now Bonkules' turn. Bonkules, what the fuck are you doing?
Bonkules has never been more frustrated in his life. This orc that he can't fucking stand just took his kill again.
Straight up cucked your kill wife.
I do like
yeah,
Jog's villain origin story for Bonkules.
This motherfucker I'm going to. Let's see. Hold on. Let me do some math here. Okay. I'm gonna go in between Shiog and the last remaining wolf.
You're cutting him off.
Yeah. No,
You
no,
can't
not
get
a
this
fucking
kill.
gin. Not a fucking gin. and I'm swinging on this goddamn wolf.
All right, roll to hit.
Hell yeah.
You do have a reroll.
I'm using it.
Okay, okay.
Hit it with the reroll.
Thank you.
Save me,
14.
Achilles.
14,
14, is that your
Is that with the
final?
+1?
15.
15 is exactly a hit.
Yes.
I'm gonna reroll and bless, but you got it.
15 damage on that fucker.
Nice.
15,
God damn.
damage.
Big
Did you get
axes.
it?
That, well, actually, let me invite you to describe how you murder this wolf.
I am filled with so much rage that I'm moving this axe like it weighs nothing, and when I'm done just smashing it into the ground, it's just like fuzzy pulp.
Excellent. Excellent. And with that, the last of these wolves that were threatening you have died. And as the last of these wolves fall, the carnage around you comes into focus. You may have thinned the pack, but others were not so fortunate. Half a dozen wolves feed on the dead folk of Regier's Rest. On the gallows, the corpse of Ivan the Blade Velmer lies ripped in half, and the werewolf and mayor are noticeably absent, but with the keen eyes of Sheog, you know he has been abducted. A ferocious looking wolf looks up from its feast, her gray jaw dripping in red, thick blood, and she snarls towards you. But cutting through this threat, everybody give me a perception check.
Also, I think really quick, I'm just gonna like get down on one knee and be like, "There you go, buddy. Good job."
Fuck off.
That's a natural 20 for me.
Nice.
Take a reroll, Brendan.
A flaccid 20, if you could believe it would be flaccid.
Oh, we can.
I couldn't believe it.
Give me a 7 for me.
With a natural 20 and the flaccid 20,
Woo!
you hear a psst.
We
I don't know,
can't hear
that didn't come through Discord, but it's
So we don't
psst.
hear anything.
Cutting through this threat, you hear a whisper. A halfling wearing a thick apron frantically waves towards you from a partially open door to a nearby shop. This way, she shouts in a whisper. What do you do?
Hey, who was
I push past Sheog and I go over there. I don't care if it's not in Sheog's direction, I push past him.
You push around him.
circle around?
Whichever direction I'm going, I push Sheog.
Take a reroll. I will always give rerolls for bullying other players.
Did Grishna stand up?
She did stand up on her turn. She
Okay.
will, now that they're all dead, kind of reach down and put her hand in its blood and just kind of say, I guess your hunger wasn't great enough, before looking over at the captain. And see what he's doing.
I think he kind of like looks around and like maybe now noticing that person beckoning us say, "Hey, we should get out of here before something else happens." And then his gaze drifts over to one of the corpses on the ground, and like his shoulders slump. He's like, "That'd be who I was here to meet anyway. So let's go, I suppose."
Great. You follow this halfling's beckon, and you enter.
Captain gives the corpse a kick on his way by it.
Oh God, I wasn't dead. I was faking it.
He's alive! Shoots him. Scared me.
And with that, you all filter into this shop as this halfling's, hurry, get in. And entering in, oh God, I refreshed my notes page. Oh God, what have I done to myself? Oh no.
As we're having a scene transition, can we take a quick pee break?
Yes, let me paint the scene a little. Actually, this is a good time for a pee break, and then I'll paint the scene when you come back.
Exciting.
Please
Thank
give
you,
us
Daddy.
5 to 10 minutes to shit our brains out, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, it's only take me like 3.
Yeah, probably not full time.
And we're back with noticeably more pumpkin.
I'd be empty of pee and be refilling with seltzer, as Captain Carver only drinks seltzer. He's trying to watch his figure.
Yar, this be a White
Yar.
Claw ship.
It's a spindrift, actually. It's got real fruit juice in it.
Okay, let's pick up where we left off. Actually, let's have our music play. That'd be cool. Let's pick up where we left off, and we're going to start with a new map.
Uh-oh. Already going into another combat.
I immediately
Alright.
shoot Nellie or Avril.
You don't know her name yet, but
Well, I
feel
don't
free
need to. I'm going to
shoot
shoot her.
her. Fair. As you enter this building, a sharp, sweet fragrance greets you at the door to this obvious alchemy shop. Vials of different concoctions are arranged meticulously, with labels displaying intended effects such as weight loss, pain relief, and virility. Virility, not fertility.
And one that just says cashew, and you're not really sure what it means.
I think Bonky Lilies could use that last one.
Cashew.
I would be that right away.
Yep. Dried herbs, blooming plants, and fresh beets and carrots fill countertops. In fact, this place seems overflowing with life. Behind you, this small halfling, adorned in a thick leather apron with her hair tied behind a black paisley bandana, locks and latches the door and says, "What the hell is going on out there?"
Wolves.
Oh, shit, of course.
That'd be what's happening, yes.
Did you see the mayor?
Also wolves.
Yeah, he's not Wolf has him.
Okay.
Can I do a retroactive, like, religion? Would religion check work on whatever that creature was?
The werewolf?
Yeah.
Yes,
Know more about him?
believe so. Let me see here real quick. Yes, anybody who wants to know more about the werewolf would actually be Arcana or Nature.
You have to be trained.
I don't know if you do, actually. Does anybody have Arcana or Nature they want to roll? You guys are big, dumb, stupid party.
21 nature.
Yep.
21 Nature. Okay.
I'm-
That's less
Untrained, though.
dumb.
Untrained. This is a lycanthrope, a werewolf. Not only is this a violent bestial creature, it is a hybrid creature, one who takes on a hybrid form of man and wolf. This is enacted by a curse, you would know. This curse can be transmitted through bites. However, the moon brings this curse out, specifically a full moon. The werewolf automatically enters its moon form and becomes one size larger and a little more empowered. Now, with you said 22 you got?
21.
21. You do know that werewolves have a weakness of silver. Now,
It
let
would
me...
seem your town is overrun with the lycanthropy.
Well, that's just impossible. That's a curse. She seemingly darts her eyes left and right. Well, you can take shelter in here. Perhaps when daylight comes, this will all blow over. Let me pop the stream over to the map so we can see.
Grishna's gonna walk over to the tomatoes and pick one up with her bloodied hand.
You could have one, but you have to pay for more outside of...
Darlin, I don't think you be in the position to be making demands right now. And Carver will walk over and pick one up himself and just kind of shove the whole thing in his mouth.
Okay, everybody gets one, but again, I will be keeping a tab for any more than one. So
I'm gonna eat one and try and sneak another one in my mouth.
roll a thievery check.
Krishna just crushes the one in her hand and lets it fall.
Okay, well, you wasted your one, by the way.
You only get one.
23.
Nice.
23. Okay, you
Now I
managed.
can fucking roll.
Yeah, you managed to sneak another one for sure. You eat one and pocket another.
Oh no, I snuck it right into my mouth.
That's
Do you,
one
by
large
chance-
tomato. You
It's like double fisted, something like this.
Like chipmunk mouth.
Yeah, one on each side.
that can't be one, but you rolled so high.
Do you have any silver here?
You come in eating my tomatoes and demanding silver.
I did not eat tomato.
Okay, crushing my tomatoes, and this, feels like we're getting caught up in semantics. Yes, maybe. What for?
If we were to fight this creature, it might be helpful.
Roll a diplomacy check.
I think Shiaga's gonna take his one free tomato and hand it to.
Can I-
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Who do you
Finish
hand the
your
fucking tomato to?
I'm gonna hand it to Bonkules.
I
Warm
knock it
look.
out of his fucking hand.
Well, he's staring daggers up at you with 2 giant tomatoes in his cheeks.
I don't even like tomatoes, dickhead.
I'm allergic.
Could I have potentially asked her as I crush the tomato to make it intimidation?
Sure, I'll allow that with the situation at hand.
17.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes, of course. And she scurries over and she pulls out this small jewelry box and props it open from this cabinet behind her. As you can see, let me move the map a little bit. This cabinet behind her, she turns and she props open this jewelry box, but she kind of whispers a curse under her breath, just like, fuck. I'll have to go get it. And she quickly moves into the
Insight.
back room. Okay, roll a perception check.
Any
Tomatoes, come on, tomatoes.
You have enough
Go, go,
tomatoes,
go, go, go.
goddammit.
Kevin's gonna
23.
hop over the counter while she's gone.
Anybody, what the fuck is this? Some AI companion thing just opened on my computer. Okay.
Oh my god.
Anybody who
Perfect,
wants
now
to
you don't
roll...
have to
Sorry?
I said perfect. Now you don't have to GM.
Here you go, guys.
Yep.
You take
Peace.
tomato. You are tomato.
You are the tomato.
Anybody else who'd like to roll a sense motive can roll a perception to sort of gauge how this... Or is there anything else you guys would like to roll? Nature on anything around here? Perception. There's a window behind the plants that looks out towards town square. Anything anybody wants to tackle?
I rolled a 23 perception.
Okay. And you rolled a 22?
I also got 23.
And you guys are sensing motive of this Nelly Avril?
Yeah, about why she suddenly swore and is running away.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's because you guys crushed a bunch of tomatoes, didn't ask her name, and then forced her to give silver to her.
We'll see if
Yeah,
I
might
can
have
find a
something to do with
potion.
Seems normal, yeah, I don't see the problem.
You notice that when she goes through this side door, she does so in a way that's very awkward. She opens it only enough to get her small halfling body through, and then she locks it from the other end. She seems like she is trying to keep you from something. Whether that
there
be
anything-
something that is intricately tied to current events, or whether that be 4 armed strangers, one with 2 to 4 guns, being in her shop. You don't know.
She doesn't know what guns are.
That's true, but she did hear something.
It's like, I forgot about the
Maybe she's
orgy
got
that I'm
a,
hosting
like,
in my basement.
I was gonna say maybe she's got like an OF filming room.
Maybe.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
trying to make money.
It's hard out.
Is there
here
anything
for
in this
halfling.
is there anything in this box that she left behind?
Yes. It is behind the counter. She kind of tucked it back in. Did you want to go take a...
Yeah, I said Carver. He immediately hopped over the counter as soon as she left and is like poking around.
Which way does the door open that she went through?
The door that she went through, let me pull up roll.
Right here, isn't it?
Yes, you want to ping it again for the audience?
Yeah, I got him.
Yes, that door to the
Wait.
top right,
Does it open like towards me or into the room?
into the room.
Oh. I was gonna try to block it, but I guess I can't.
Okay, Carver, you hop over, you open that chest, and it seems to be some random uncommon gems, some crude emeralds, a flawed sapphire, probably somewhere worth 12 gold pieces worth of gems.
Yeah, I mean, he'll kind of grin to himself and pop a couple of the more valuable ones into his coat pocket. Has anybody relayed to him that something seems fishy here?
Please move yourself
don't
on the
know that-
map as well. Just
I
so-
cannot.
You
I don't
cannot?
know that
Okay.
it was anything that needed to be relayed. She obviously ran and tried to hide something there. So, but I'm just gonna move up to the door she went through and listen.
Okay. I mean, yeah, Captain will relay that to the rest of the group too. Just say, no silver.
Okay. After a brief moment, you hear footsteps as she's coming down, and you hear the door latch. Are you staying behind the counter, Captain?
Yeah, I think at this point though, Captain definitely would like have his pistols drawn, just because he's not really sure what the deal is with the werewolves or anything else that's going on around here. But he will stay back there.
Okay, I have two instances of Roll20 open. I have my GM instance and the player instance that's being streamed, and it won't catch up unless I have it active. So this is fun. She comes out of the door with a bandolier of vials filled with what seems to be silver flakes in her hands, and she walks through and she says, "Hey, you're not supposed to be back here. Look, I don't... This might be a point of chaos, but I will tell the guard. You can't intimidate me."
Nelly, you want to be reevaluating your position here. Your town is being taken over by, and you look quizzically at the rest of the group, werewolves, I'm told. Maybe you should just kind of relax, go with the flow.
Why don't you give me a diplomacy check?
Can I do intimidation?
I'll give you intimidation, but I'll say it's a little bit harder.
Oh, never mind. For some reason I thought I had points in intimidation, but I don't. I have one in diplomacy, so here we go. Nat 20.
Just one.
Natural
Did you
20.
really nat 20?
I'm deeply in love with you.
I as well. We should run away together.
Yeah, she's
You
like
smell so good.
she's like
I do
rubbing her
not.
bottom lip, and she's like, "Well, I guess we could."
Is that dead guy single?
Yes, of course. Me shapa esu shapa. And she pulls the bandolier and puts it on the table, and she says, "I have 3 vials of silver dust. It's not much, but if you put this on a weapon or an arrow, this could potentially act as... this could damage this werewolf in a way that might trigger its weakness, the silver, but it will only work once per vial."
Kevin's got a +3 and is trained in crafting. I don't know if anybody else has any craft or if that's relevant here, but
Why don't you
Or how
go...
I could-
Do you have alchemical crafting as
it's
a
just
feat?
crafting.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a crafting check.
Would this work for... I have a spell called Needle Darts, where I can shape needles out of a piece of metal.
Sure. Yeah, that would work.
Would that be just a one-time thing, or could I keep using it?
It would be a one-time thing.
I got a 12. Mostly I was just looking for if there's any way I could extend the use of like the supply that we have, but
With the
Is the metal-
materials available to you, unfortunately, you don't think so.
And just to clarify, the spell does specify that the metal returns to me after I attack with it.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, you could take a use of it and keep using it.
Okay, cool.
That's very clever. Good job. Take a reroll.
Thanks.
Yes, of course. Anything for you guys, Captain. Twirls her hair.
So she'll just reach over and grab one and stick it in her pocket.
I'm sorry to intrude, but what exactly is the plan? If you wish to sleep here the night, we could barricade this place. And I have my bedroom, but you guys can sleep down here. That's perfectly fine.
It's fine. We'll be taking your bedroom.
You can take my... My husband's not here. He's on a trip to Grimholt. Shouldn't be back for 3 to 5 days.
Well, I wouldn't want to put him out of house and home. You should sleep down here. We'll take the bedroom.
Okay.
Captain Benton Carver's many things, but the home wrecker he ain't.
Okay, so at this point, you guys
Hey, real
have
quick.
some vials. Yes?
I think Jug's gonna walk up to the counter and just give her kind of a pleasant smile and kind of toss a gold coin and say, "Yes, I could trouble you for some emergency healing power for later." But,
Give me a
keep-
diplomacy at a +4.
Okay. I'm also gonna specify keep the change. Make sure there is some change.
There's not going to be change. A healing potion is way more expensive than this.
I'll put 2.
That'd be like going up to like a car dealer and slipping him 100 and be like, "I'll take your finest.
We can pay you in tomatoes.
Keep the change."
Oh no. You said with a plus what?
+4.
So not like a plus 14. That's gonna be
Nope.
11.
Okay. This is a good down payment. Look, I can assist you in the ways I can, but I will need reimbursement eventually. But we'll put it on credit for now. But I can assist you.
I'll give her like the pull out a not fat but more than one coin person. What is the cost?
That's a super good question.
We consult the Kelly Blue Book value of this health
Whatever
potion.
it is, cover it now as long as it's
I'm good at.
12 gold or less.
Is this her first day on the job?
I don't. My husband works down here, but again, she looks at Captain. He's out of town.
He be in Vegas cheating on you, the son of a bitch.
He being Grimhole. Rolling it up. It's 4 gold pieces. With this situation, she would only charge you 2, so you could pay that outright, or she is willing to give you credit for it.
Any chance she has 2 potions?
She does.
I'll take 2 of your finest, please.
She gives
I'll
you
put-
2 potions of elixir of life.
I'll put 5 gold on the counter and tell her to keep the change for as thanks for lodging.
Okay. Now, I do have a question for you guys. At this point, you have a couple of options. So, 2 options, essentially. There is clearly the mayor in some sort of distress. He has been taken by the werewolf, and you know this. You don't know where. There is a window on in this alchemy lab that you could potentially look out, maybe get some more information. You could also flee the town. If you decide this isn't your problem and we need to get out of here because it is dangerous, that is an option. Or you can wait it out. Do you wish to sleep here and hope that the trouble boils over?
I
Does
will
anybody
turn,
have a vocal? Yeah, go ahead.
I'll turn to Nelly and just be like, "We might be able to help here, but who do we talk to about reward?"
I mean, that's gotta be the mayor, if he's alive.
So no guarantee.
If you were to make sure that the mayor's okay, or at least that this monster doesn't kill us all, I'm sure we could scrape together something.
Where I see a man such as your mayor and his stature, he'll reward us one way or the other.
That's
Sure is
so
sweaty.
mysterious, and
I'm a mysterious, brooding type of man. I come from
Oh.
a complicated background.
tell me less.
Shut up. Just shut up.
Just shut
Stop
up.
talking.
Just stop. Stop. You're so cute when you don't talk.
Bonkules would like to grab one more tomato and take a look out the window.
Okay, Bonkules, give me a perception check. Stop whatever.
Please, everybody, help yourself to a second, third, and fourth tomato.
Just a second. Just a second. I can do second. Do you know how much rent is in Regier's Rest?
Tomatoes are like a delicacy in this region.
It's so
Natural
fucking
one,
hard.
baby.
Natural one.
What? Very nice.
The second you look out of the window, a severed arm is ripped from a corpse and thrown by a wolf, and it hits the window, smearing it in blood and making it absolutely unusable to you.
How do you fuck up looking out a window, son?
I dropped my tomato. My day's ruined.
Shayog, Grishna, and Captain, give me a perception check to sense motive.
A natural 20 again.
15.
11.
Okay. So Nellie goes up to you and she's like, this whole thing's so strange. It's not, well, you know, like,
No, I
kind
don't
of
know.
like,
You need to tell me.
I'm kind of like an important figure, so I knew something was going to happen, but I didn't know it was going to be so violent. She seems to be holding on to some secret, but the more her attraction to you, the more she is eager to share it with you.
I don't think I like what angle to take on this.
Krishna's gonna trust the captain to handle this and then start
Flirt with me,
crusade on
Zane.
herself.
From the window, Bonkules is eating his floor tomato, and he says to the others, "It's pretty fucked out here, guys."
After action report, a lot of fucked going on out there.
It's
And
bad. It's real fucked.
Krishna, you said you were in the process of healing yourself?
Yeah, it'll take 10 minutes.
Okay, go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Should I wait to see if I get 10 minutes before I...
You'll have 10 minutes. Meanwhile, what are the rest of you doing? Well,
I'm gonna
what's
flirt
our
with you, Tanner.
prepares
I'm just waiting for the opportunity.
I
You,
feel.
you fail?
Yeah.
How long does it take to...
I wait an
An
hour
hour.
before I can do more. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see
Refractory
if
period.
you make it an hour.
Does anyone else need me to, after 10 minutes, if 10 minutes go by, to start working on them?
I think everybody else is full health, is that correct?
I thought... Oh,
Yeah.
I thought Shiog took damage. She didn't.
I got bit at twice, but I never even got to use something that I was excited.
Okay.
Tanner, real quickly remind me, moderate, minor, major, lesser, greater.
Minor. Okay. What? You stop. Ayla brought me a plate of food and the dog is like, you're distracted.
Ooh,
I'm going to
food.
eat this all. All right, Captain.
So tell me, my sweet little poppet, what was your name again?
Oh, it's Nelly.
I tried to repel the scent. So I think it probably is kind of an interesting sight. This captain in a dirty coat and a giant, older, dirtier tricorn with a patchwork of like this clockwork titanium, metal that looks to be more machine than man now that you see him in this light. It's just like hunched over. You said she's a halfling?
Yes.
Hunched over, like, brushing his gross hand on the side of this halfling's face, just saying,
Oh, it's so gross.
Nelly, I could tell you were important from the moment I laid me eyes on you. Tell me more.
I'm so
This town is clearly more than what it seems.
Roll a diplomacy check. I'm going to give you a +4. And it's not going to be very difficult because she is super into you.
Okay. +4. That's 22.
Okay. Follow me. and she walks towards the door and opens it. Let me see if I can do a reveal here.
Captain will kind of stand up and shoot a quick glance back to everybody else, and you see his hand dip inside his jacket, and you hear the hammer of a flintlock pistol cock, but the flintlock pistol doesn't come out of his jacket. And he's going to follow her back.
I will follow if I can.
Okay. Is everybody following? Is that safe to assume?
No, don't be a cock block. Fuck off.
I'm
I like to watch.
Ugh.
Everybody
Stay.
fuck off except for Grizzly. She likes to watch.
Okay.
Probably try and like be stealthy about it if I can,
Okay, give me a
or
stealth
if I
check.
need to.
Yeah, that's the important question. Was this clearly only directed to one of us, or
No, I think it's an open invitation at this point.
okay?
Okay, then
Strength
I
and
will
numbers,
be
we gotta stick
stealthy about
together.
it.
Okay.
You can try to either way. Might be fun.
That's a good point.
Fair.
That is a. That's not great. That's a
That's a what? Sorry?
9.
9. Okay. It's very hard to be stealthy when you are dragging an axe roughly 4 times the size of you.
I'm chomping on like 8 tomatoes.
That's not necessarily loud, but it's not quiet.
I think seeing Bonkules fail to stealth, I'm gonna attempt to stealth by him.
Oh God. Okay.
21.
You better not fucking pull
Okay.
this off.
Yeah, you seem to
Trying to one-up me
vanish.
again.
You seem to vanish behind Bonkules himself.
If I could see you, I'd be so
From himself?
fucking
I'm
mad
only trying
right
to hide
now.
from Bonkules. I was just gonna sneak past Bonkules and then pop up and be like, "Ready some tricks if you want."
Where did you come from?
I'm not hiding from anybody else.
I'm thinking about attacking, but I hold back. This is
Just barely.
anger
As
management, Achilles, anger management.
Remember your breathing.
Nelly leads you upstairs through a locked door, and you see where the true alchemy lab resides. Beakers and reagents are carefully organized between several tables. Concoctions in the process of being brewed and fragrant, rare herbs dried from the ceiling give this cramped attic this acrid odor.
I'm gonna cast detect magic as I'm walking down the stairs.
Okay,
We're going up, right?
you are going
Up
up,
the stairs?
brother.
Okay, just making sure.
That way, Grizz. That.
As you detect magic, you detect a couple sources of magic here. Mostly from this alchemical station in the center here, but also from several different vials, and even one of these plants seems to be innately magical, as well as a bucket of scrolls to the north. It seems like...
So, the desk, the scrolls, and a plant. Is that what you said?
Yep. Seems like this might be where the true alchemist magic happens. Nelly walks in before you and she says,
I'll just kind of say, careful of the plant, loud enough for the captain to hear.
I hate plants. Yar.
"This is my laboratory. This is where I brew my things, and this is where my finest ingredients are. Does anybody have a nature skill?"
Yeah, but it's 0 and untrained.
Okay, well that I would say no in that scenario.
I saw a plant once.
Captain, you have a crafting skill, is that correct?
Yeah.
Give me a crafting check.
Okay. What the fuck? No, roll it, dog. Natural 20.
Okay.
Is that the third one in a row?
That's pretty fucking good.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
maybe.
Why? I guess this is making up for the trip ones or something. I don't know. That's crazy.
As you enter in, Captain, and you're looking around, you start to notice inconsistencies. You see things that a halfling alchemist in Regier's Rest simply shouldn't have access to. giant-sized toenail clippings, a forked blue tongue suspended in some sort of preserving liquid, a jar of white albino spiders. These things aren't common by a long shot.
Yeah, I think maybe as she's working her way into the lab, and if I feel like I have a moment that I can say this to the rest of the group without her really knowing, I think, yeah, Captain's just gonna quickly, under his breath, mutter to you guys. I don't really know what most of this stuff is, but I've spent a lot of time around smarter people than I. She's very well connected. Something doesn't feel right here. And then return that charming shit-eating grin to his face as he moves back over towards Nelly.
If you would like, you could sleep up here. It might afford you a little more space. But again, we need to just hunker down and endure this. It's not worth it.
I can see a lot from these windows, but the best view is right here. He brushes her hair
Shut up.
with his gross hand.
Oh, barf.
I literally cannot shut up.
Yeah, Krishna
incapable
vomits
physically.
over in the corner.
Just full on hands on her knees, just heaving.
That is a good point. There are two windows up here that likely will give you a better oversight of the town.
Yeah, shorthand, I think we should stay here if we're going to stay for the night. But you said that, like, in the branching paths that we potentially have access to here, holding up is kind of like a different endeavor than maybe pressing the attack and going on the hunt now.
Right.
Tonight? Okay.
So to solidify your choices here, if you are attempting to save the mayor, you likely need to move somewhat quickly. If you are attempting to hold down, you can do that and wait for dawn, which the werewolf will perhaps flee or no longer be transitioned. Or you can flee the town and get out of here ahead of time.
I have a quick clarifying question. The inheritance that what's-his-face murdered his family for? Oh,
Yep.
God, I'm burping so much. I'm just slamming the seltzer. Oh, excuse me.
This is why I fell in love with you. My husband doesn't burp like that.
Henry Stone, his inheritance. Do we get the idea that since that is contested, that it might be like held somewhere here in town? Like, did the mayor and the authorities confiscate it?
You think that would likely have happened in the bigger city of Grimholt,
Okay.
further to the north.
Well, in that case, I mean, yeah, if the mayor knows anything about where the money is, it's going to be easier to get that from him if he's alive.
I did have a rough direction on which way it went. In fact, I'm going to step over to the window and see if I can see
I
any
need at
more
least
of,
another hour
like a likely trail that they might have taken.
or more health potions.
Give me
Vector.
either a perception or survival check there, Brendan.
It's going to be perception.
Okay.
Oh,
With that nat 20, with that nat 20 that I got, is there anything up here that looks like it can help Grizzly heal faster?
Other than the potions that were bought by Sheog, no. That
Okay.
likely depleted her source.
I used a reroll and turned that 7 into an 11, baby.
Okay. With an 11, there's not much you can see, except I will give you that the scene in the courtyard in the town square is grisly. One thing you notice is that bodies litter this muddy area, with their blood seeping into the mud. However, there seem to be no more wolves about.
I told you it was pretty fucked out there.
Might be safe for us to move now. If we want to catch the mayor while he's alive, I think we probably should.
I'd like
Nelly,
to
my-
offer one of my my potions of healing to Grisha because I'm not a potion hog like someone in our party.
I love this rivalry. It's my favorite fucking thing. Okay.
Well, thank you. What kind of potion is it?
Where would I find that potion that we bought together, Tanner?
It is a minor elixir of healing, I think, is what they're called.
I probably need more healing than that, though, so it's kind of still need an hour.
Well,
Hey, Nelly, tell me about this plant you have here.
that is
Point towards the one that seems magical.
that's called sour diesel. It's a sativa. It's a bit of a racy sativa.
Here we go.
Did you lose somebody?
Huh?
That was weird. While Zane's peeing, is there something you wanted to do, Lutzar?
Well, I was just asking about the plant. I don't know if we want to wait for him for that.
Yeah. It's sour diesel. I didn't name all these plants. This is a one-shot.
I meant, she was asking about the magical properties of it.
Oh, this is actually a primary ingredient in healing potions. I grow it myself because it is so temperamental, and so it has some innate necromancy magic to it.
Could I just rub it on me or eat the plant?
No. You must distill it, and it's an entire process.
Have you tried
be
rubbing
stupid.
it on anybody yet, though? I mean, if you haven't tried it, how do you know?
It'll give you blisters.
Sign me up.
The good kind?
I love a good blister.
Yes, of course. Okay. Oh my god, is my camera frozen?
Well, I guess that is up to the rest of you. I could take this potion from the little monster here
Me?
and try to treat my wounds again in a little bit, or rest a bit longer.
It would be about
we-
30 minutes at this point.
We have a minute, right? I mean, 30
Yeah.
minutes is fine. Yeah.
Back to. I can scout for 30 minutes.
Okay.
I do have
Yeah,
to get
somebody-
above a 10 on my roll to be able to treat my wounds. Just a heads
Okay.
up.
Why
If we
don't
have
you-
people that are capable in the party, can they go at least see if we can pick up a trail?
Why don't you roll a perception to try to scout a little bit? Brennan's
Nelly,
character, whose name I
you good
forgot.
with this medicine kit?
Sheok. What?
I just haven't technical
17.
Oh boy.
difficulties.
Why is my camera doing this? Am I good with a medicine kit? I'm so fucking good, you have no idea. Do you want her to try? She probably has a less bonus than you.
No, I don't want her. I was asking if she was very skilled at it. If she doesn't-
Anybody...
if she's not that confident, then no.
While Grishna is healing, Sheog, you can scout from inside, looking through the windows with a perception. If anybody wants to scout from outside, they will need a stealth check.
Oh, that was what I was going to do.
Okay, you want to give me a stealth check?
Rolled right off a nat 20 onto 14.
Not bad.
What'd you get for your medicine check? What's our?
I just got it. So it does say I could spend another hour to double my hit points back. Do I have to make that decision before I roll to see what my hit points back would be?
No, we can say you can make the decision after. That's fine. With a 14, you manage to sneak out, but not very far. You feel a little exposed going beyond the property line. But at this point, give me a perception to see what you see.
Oh, me?
Yep.
You don't want me to roll my 14 over?
I thought the 14 was your stealth check.
No, I think I had a 14 perception first.
Okay, give me a stealth
And then we
check.
clarified that it was a stealth. And then I got a 14 on that. Can't, check my previous rolls, can I?
I have no idea.
On what? Path Builder?
Path builder?
Yeah, if you click the dice thing next to whatever you rolled, it should show a history for those rolls. You just have to scroll all the way up, I think, on the little dice tray that it opens. Also, Tanner, can you not see his rolls?
No, I don't
If we're all
think so.
connected?
No.
That's weird.
Oh, I see.
is
Yeah,
weird.
it's like really collapsed. Okay. So I had a 17 perception, 14 stealth. My bad.
Nice.
Those are my rolls.
Okay, great. So you're
Technology.
able to get out a little bit, not far past the property line, but with a 17 perception, you can see that past the gallows, there is the mayor's house, and it looks like the door is wide open. How'd you do on healing, Grishna?
I am down 4 hit points still, so up to you guys if you want me to spend the full hour to get up to max or go.
Did you take one of those potions?
I have not taken a potion yet.
Offer still on the table. I'm not no potion hog.
I don't. So, you want me to take a potion? Okay.
It's also a one shot. We should use what we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's a D8. You want to roll it, Chandler?
Roll it, Chan.
Oh yeah.
Is your nursing Grishna back to health?
To 7, baby.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm back to 4.
Great.
Hell yeah. Beautiful.
Are we ready to proceed on?
So I no longer have the bless spell for any future fights.
One thing I will say
Remember-
is with that 17 perception, Sheog, you notice that there are no wolves standing between you and the mayor's house.
For brevity's sake, we say that the Sheog's back and we're discussing.
Yep, totally.
Okay.
How many of those silver vials did she have?
3.
3.
Who took the other 2?
I think Captain still got him. He's willing to disperse them as needed.
Okay, let's check.
Nelly, my sweet, what can you tell me about this mayor of yours? What kind of man is he? Has he been around long?
Yeah, the mayor, Theodore Hill. Oh boy, my camera is stupid.
You look concerned.
I am concerned. I'm always concerned. That work? Yeah.
Yeah, for now. Anyway.
Yeah. Theodore Hill. That's his name. He's descendant from the Hill clan, a very prominent clan in the northern frontiers. His father and his grandmother were very, very strong warriors in the Bronze Legion, the Dwarven army. His family is something of a famous one, as celebrities almost, for their role in the crusades to the northern frontier.
This timing of this whole event seems almost a little bit too convenient for my likes.
And she grabs you like by the shoulder, and she's like, or by
Ow,
the,
don't touch
elbow.
me. Oh, it's so sensitive, my skin.
Oh God, it's like touching a dead clam. She says, wait.
You always know how to say all just the right things.
It's like, wait. I think I know who's behind this.
Is it a werewolf?
No. It's the witch.
That's
witch
the
of the-
second thing that I was gonna say.
Well, that's a good second guess.
Wait, a witch wolf?
No.
Or a werewolf?
No, just a werewolf.
She be a werewitch.
She got bitch, but bit. She got bit by a witch. The Witch of the Pines. Look,
Are you sure?
I do some trading with her. I that's where I get some of these things, but I met with her maybe a week ago and she warned me that something was gonna happen and to stay put.
What does she want with this mayor?
I don't know. But I know that if she wants it, she'll get it.
And what's... It seems like she just needed you out of the way. Does that extend to the rest of the town? Does she have plans for this place?
I don't know. She's never been a fan, especially of the dwarves. With me, I think
Yeah.
it was necessity that she traded.
And Captain will like turn his gaze over to the window, peering out across the way to the manor, and look around everybody else and say, "We could just go ask her." Get like a toothy grin, several gold teeth poking through.
You'll never find her. The witch is the master of these woods.
Well, I get up and start walking towards the door.
One last thing.
No, that's okay. Goodbye.
Oh,
Another tomato?
okay. Yes, one more
tomatoes
tomato.
all around.
Tomato for the road.
A road tomato. She goes
Yes, please
through and
continue.
she pulls out this chest that's underneath her alchemy lab. She pops it open and she pulls out this brown bottle and she hands it to you, Captain. And she says, "My husband. We're Rocky. It's open." You won this.
So he's available, is what you're saying.
No. He won this in a gambling contest against the pirates. And you look at it, and this is a bottle of dragon rum. As a single action, you can chug this brew and let loose a bellow of fire.
Yes!
This bout of flame counts as the breathe fire spell with a DC 15 reflex save. After this bottle is consumed, you must make a DC 5 flat check or take 1d4 persistent fire damage as your throat catches on fire.
Yeah, I'm putting this in my pocket immediately.
Okay.
You beautiful son of a bitch.
Zane asked me to buy this.
There was
there was
some lead up to this. This is kind of
There
like
was a
an
fight.
inside joke. Yeah, it was ugly. Tanner cried. I cried more.
And then you made up when he gave you the
I
potion.
cried, but it was
Can you add-
unrelated.
Yeah,
That's true.
You just felt it from across the force or whatever.
I cannot add it because it is a custom item, but I will send you the text
Okay, cool.
regarding it. So, at this point, are we pursuing this werewolf?
Yeah, might as well. I mean,
Yeah, sure.
Captain's schedule is
We
open
can always
because his
change our
contact is
minds
dead.
when we
Okay,
get there.
great.
It's actually funny, Tanner, when you were gone too, when we were just like bullshitting, we were just like, no, it's too high here. Like, what if we all just like packed up and left to the next town over, like hit the pub? And I'm glad that that's actually an option.
I
Yeah, and then he
planned
gets the
on you
option,
guys.
and now it's like, well, that sounds lame.
I'm glad you guys. Yeah, I knew if I didn't plan for it, it's immediately what you would do.
Yeah, you know us too well, apparently.
Yeah. Okay, we are getting into the final act of this one shot, and with this,
Yarr.
we are going to take one more break so I can eat this burger. We will be back
Burger.
in 5
And
minutes.
better than ever.
That was foamy.
As a character. Gross.
All right.
I mean, delicious. And the swill, the grog, it fuels me. It tastes like grapefruit.
We are back. Now, we have all come to the agreement that we are going to go after Mayor Theodore Hill and attempt to save him. Is that correct?
For now.
He's got some cash money, so yeah.
Hey?
Murder him. I'm not sure. We'll see.
Or at least we're gonna go into his manor
Fine,
and
but-
find the key for the vault where whatever inheritance is being held in Grimholt
I mean,
or something.
if
I
he's
don't know.
not there, maybe we'll just raid the house.
We're gonna feel it out, you know.
Yeah,
See how
go
it
in
goes.
open mind. Open
Yeah.
mind. We're going to fast forward a little bit. You guys leave this alchemy shop, which nobody, by the way, asked what it's called. It's called ReRole's Alchemy Shop.
Didn't care.
Who's that?
Okay. No, you're...
Yeah, her name's Nelly. What the fuck?
It's her last name.
Who?
Shut up. All of you.
What?
It's her
Give me
husband's last name.
re-rolls.
She means nothing to me.
Oh, no. She's a... No. Past this area where you left those 3 wolf carcasses, past the severed body of Ivan the Blade Velmer and the
Can I loot that really quick?
Yeah. You want to loot it?
Okay. Yeah, just take a look. I also kicked that body again on my way past.
You find 3
Who's
gold.
this guy? This is the person who
The
like,
bounty
kills
hunter.
people?
Bounty hunter.
Oh,
Yeah.
bounty hunter.
You find 3 gold, 8 silver, a writ of union contract, which is essentially a piece of paper that allows you to accept union contracts. And you also find 1 silver dagger.
Ooh.
You can use daggers.
With craft, is there any quick way to break this dagger down and jam it into one of my pistols as a silver shot?
It would take time, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, Captain's
In
gonna
a
take
lab,
that
probably.
silver dagger, offer it to somebody, and I think he's gonna make use of one of those silver vials.
So yeah, let's
In
use this
exchange.
opportunity to figure out who has the silver vials.
If no one
think I'll take
wants
the
the
silver
dagger, we could potentially maybe break it, and I could use it for my spell, and someone could use my vial.
I would say that
Yeah,
would work with a successful athletics check
Unless
from
someone
anybody.
wants the dagger.
I was thinking about it. That's a good idea.
I'm pretty athletic.
Okay, give me an athletics check, Bonkules.
So what are you breaking it down to use it as like a component?
Let your hunger to break this drive you.
Really fishing for that hunger motivation.
It's like
I'm
watching
using
a
my
car
rerolls. I'm
accident.
using my rerolls.
Oh no, it's a
Reroll.
natural one.
The reroll coming
Got a
up.
silver dagger in his
I'm
eye.
gonna grab the dagger from
That was
Grisham
worth
and
it.
give it
That was worth
to
it.
Bonkules.
Can I
That is
can I
good.
grab his hammer and help him assist?
No, you cannot.
His reroll is Brenda's character helping him.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, by reverse psychology. I was.
I don't think
trying
he
to give it to him
accepts
as a
the
gift.
aid.
It is 23, baby.
You shatter this dagger into 2 pieces.
Piece goes in your eye.
I'll give Bonkules the vial of silver I had in exchange for the bits of the knife.
So safe to assume everybody has a vial of silver and you have the silver dagger fragment. Okay.
Yeah.
It is an action to apply this silver powder to any shot or attack, and it will only stay on for the next strike, whether it's hit or miss. So I don't want to tell you how to play your characters, but might be smart to use it on your highest attack bonus.
Yeah, Captain's gonna coat one of his lead shot, load a pistol with it, and then tuck that pistol into the back like of his belt. So it's his little special silver pistol.
Okay. Okay. You move forward. You push into Mayor Theodore Hill's house, past the front door that's been ripped from its hinges, following splashes of blood down a great hall adorned with gilded candelabra and ornate clan banners. I'm going to assume that Sheog is leading, since Sheog has kind of followed this trail as we go.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Who cares?
Through a wooden door ahead of you, you hear the sounds of destruction.
Is there any silver in this manor?
Not that you can see.
Ah, fucking bullshit manor. No silver? Are you kidding me?
Through this door ahead of you, you hear
Oh,
glass breaking, wood splintering, and the clanging of metal hitting the ground. What would you like to do?
Stealth to it.
I will be using the detect magic as we're going.
Okay. And you're stealthing to it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll
Roll a
cast
stealth
guidance
check.
on him as he stealths away.
Give yourself a +1 from guidance.
I'm gonna use my other reroll.
Bam, bam, bam.
Yep, sorry, hold on.
I don't know if anybody can
Oh
do
baby.
that, by the way.
Oh baby.
I can, and that's the important part.
What'd you get?
That was the best spent reroll tonight. Natural 20 for 27.
With a...
Ooh.
Just a hate... It's a bad day to be a hater.
You could save that guidance for that round.
You... Ooh, hype. You push the door
Great
open
perception.
ever so slightly. You first spot the mayor lying in a corner to your left, breathing heavily. His fine clothes hang in shreds, and his right arm is clearly fractured with a bone protruding from the forearm.
To be fair, he was breathing heavily when he was just standing there talking normally too. So that's
I'm fat.
Be unrelated.
Yeah, that might be unrelated.
He's even sweatier, guys.
He weeps, and both tears and blood drip to the floor beneath him, pooling up underneath his crumpled body. The werewolf sweeps a stack of books off the shelf, cracking the furniture beneath it with brute strength, and he's yelling, "Where is it? Where is the mask?" What do you do?
I'll alert. Can I alert the party to already in action?
I will give this to you.
Range or something?
At this point, it won't be readying in action, but what you can do is alerting the party will give every one of you a +1 to perception for initiative.
Nice.
Is there 2 stories to this manor?
That depends what you want to do, because I don't have a map for the second story.
Just get elevation so I could shoot.
I mean, this is an enclosed room. There's no, like, balcony or something.
It's not like a dining hall with like a raised balcony, like.
Yeah, this
floor or
back room that they're in seems to be some sort of study.
Okay, so there's like 3 floors, is what I'm hearing. All
Shut
of
up.
which I could make use
Shut up.
for.
Just shut up. How about that?
Okay.
Do I detect any magic from where I am?
Detecting magic. What's the range on it?
30 feet.
30 feet. Let me use my measurement tool. From where
definitely
you
draw
are,
any
no
weapon.
magic.
Do that now.
Draw your weapon.
Well, I can draw. Yeah.
Everybody want to draw their weapons?
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah, Captain checks the silver shot in his reserve pistol, tucks it back into a side holster, lights his pipe, eyes glow. 2 pistols, ready to rock.
Cool.
I reach out and cast Rousing Splash on the captain.
Now, if
That
you do
sounds
that, combat is going
Sexual.
to start.
Can you please explain what that does?
Well,
Oh,
actually,
will they,
real
like,
quick.
they'll sense me casting a spell out here?
It'll probably be pretty obvious. But real quick,
we not-
also, you're not in the room. Only
Yeah, I thought we were out of sight. Are we not out of sight?
only Sheog is peering through a sliver in the door. So you would not be able to do that until you get in the room.
No, I'm casting it on the captain.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the mayor. My fault.
No. I was like,
captain
how
of the
does he?
town?
I mean, like, if he senses magic, sure, I guess, but he can't
No,
see me, right?
my fault. I thought you meant the mayor. What does Rousing Splash do?
It'll give him 1d4 temporary hit points for a minute.
Okay, roll
Nice.
a d4.
Oh. 2 temporary hit points.
Okay, cool. I'll take it.
At this point, are you guys ready to breach?
Fuck yeah.
I was born ready.
Ready, little guy.
Okay.
I'm ignoring that.
No comment.
Okay.
I'm breaching because I want to, not because he told me to.
It's fair. On the command of Sheog, you push through this door.
Not me.
Yes, you, because I don't have a
He's-
map for the hallway.
Achilles is just doing it because he wants to, not because he was told to.
Yeah, not because of Sheog.
I just realized I don't have the werewolf in this, and I didn't hide something.
That's fine. We win.
We already won. He's gone.
Yep,
Nope.
we did it.
Nope.
He's fucking out of here, bro.
Where did he go?
Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Werewolf.
You beat me by
Joe.
a split second on that one.
Yep. We both are just experts at comedy, clearly. Give me 1 second.
Sure, if that's comedy.
Sure, yeah. Anything's comedy if you laugh at it.
What if I laugh at my own?
Not comedy, you monster.
Can I pop out the soundboard? I need it like accessible at all times.
Okay. As you push through, coming through this doorway, you find a study that has been torn apart. To the left, in fact, let me show the map here. See if it catches up on my stupid fucking...
Are those
Yep.
like little dicks on the ground?
Nope, those are regular dicks, first of all. Not little whatsoever. Those are sausages, Latara.
Oh, okay.
You see.
Did he kill that bear on the floor, or was that already here?
That was. Everybody, shut up. You come into this study, and you see a study that has been torn apart, like somebody frantically looking for something hidden. The wolf pelt on the wolf pelt rug on the floor has been ripped asunder. The bookshelves to the right have been torn down and shuffled through. A chest above the hearth has been ruptured. The sausages thrown everywhere. Clearly, this werewolf is looking for something. And at this point, everybody roll perception for initiative and give yourself a +1 because of Shehag's stealth.
My plus
Gonna be
one's
using a reroll on that one, boys.
Your +1's from something else. So. Bonkules, what'd you get?
20. 20. Unnatural 20.
Okay. Very good. Grishna, what did you get?
13.
13. Captain
12.
Shayog.
Flaccid 20.
Okay.
Okay, that's better.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Now this is interesting because Bonkules and Shayog, it is up to you guys to decide who goes first.
Why doesn't fucking Shiog go? Why doesn't he fucking go first? Jesus Christ. This fucking guy.
Go for it, buddy. Hit him.
You got
Hit him
this.
hard.
All right, Bonkules, it's your turn. Free action rage, I assume.
I think it's, yeah, Shiog pissed me the fuck off.
Okay. You have your weapon out. What are you doing? Savage Henry Stone in his werewolf form is to the north by this canvas that is way too big for this map.
God damn. I mean, hold on. Let me think for a minute here.
Tanner, can you quickly rotate the party so that I'm in front? 'Cause technically I am.
No.
You heard him. Is that better?
Thank you.
Can I try and intimidate this fucking thing before I run over and smack it?
Absolutely. Give me an intimidation check.
Made out to Tanner Prentice.
Unnatural 20.
Ooh, that's is enough. This creature
Nice.
is frightened 1. What do you say to intimidate it?
I'm doing this, not Shiog. I yell it though.
I'm so confused and scared.
Clearly, these two have some history.
Okay,
No.
that is one action.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over. Oop, I'm probably not gonna get like up in its junk.
Get in
Don't
its
wanna
penis.
bite it off.
All right, well I'm stuck here, so I guess this is where I am. I don't know.
I'll move you. Oh god, I can't move you. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
scoot.
no,
Yeah,
this
move
is,
him.
He gets out of your way a little bit and he lets you.
Hey,
scoot
hold
back.
on.
A little
Wait,
awkward.
hold on.
Yep.
Wait.
I'm sorry, I went fast.
sorry,
I went further than I'm
sorry,
supposed to be able to do in this time. I need that.
Okay,
I'm gonna swing on this motherfucker.
roll to hit.
I'm switching dice. Hold on, I don't like that one.
Is that
Hold on, I don't
before or
like that
after you rolled?
I didn't roll any of them yet. Can I switch after? I'm using a reroll.
Oh god. Also,
I'm switching back to the original dice.
Ayla just rolled a d20 in the chat and got a 1, so that's bad.
That's foreboding.
Yeah.
She's
I like
maybe
that one
she's
better.
using up the bad luck.
Yeah.
25, baby.
25
That's
is
pretty
a
good.
hit, not a crit.
Damn.
Hey, save those good rolls for us, Octavian.
Oh, she got an 18. Nice.
Woo! And that does max damage because I rolled a 12.
Nice.
So that gets +4, right, for my weapon, and then 2 because I'm raging.
Is this your
Plus-
silvered weapon? Did we have one
No.
for you?
I didn't put the
Okay.
silver on it yet because I'm stupid.
So I believe that does +4 and then +6 from your rage.
Hell yeah.
So that's a total of 22?
He's dead.
On
Hell
impact.
yeah.
Okay, you rush forward and swing with this great axe of yours, and it hits resounding in the side, and you hear it crunch as some ribs break from this werewolf. Shayag, it is your turn.
Hell yeah. Is the battle map meant to be up on the stream?
Is it not on the stream? Oh, here you go.
No, it's just our faces.
I'm swapping between so we can look at our beautiful, beautiful mugs.
And now I have to draw you back to the GM one because I can't move my guy.
Oh boy. Okay. I forgot that. This is going
Sorry, man.
super well.
It is.
I'm really good at everything. Okay, that should be fixed.
You know, overall, I'm loving how this is going.
Good,
Thank you,
because
sir.
you don't have a choice.
You have to love it.
You have to love it.
You're contractually obligated to.
Yeah, you legitimately. What's move, Shayag?
No flank on creatures this large.
You can flank him if you could have the movement.
Really? I got 20. Let's see.
You would need 30 feet, I think.
Yeah, I would need 30 feet. Okay. I'm gonna land here for now, anyways. And I'm gonna go ahead and swing my sword on this bitch again, staring directly into Bonkuli's eyes.
Okay. Roll to
Watch where
hit.
you're swinging, guy.
Nat 20 for 29.
Oh my god, that is a critical
Jesus.
hit. All right.
Yep.
God damn it.
16 damage.
16 damage. Okay, god damn, guys. All right. You have one more action, I believe.
I do. I'm gonna do it at a +4 for a 23 to hit.
That is a hit.
And 5 damage. That's minimum damage.
Respectable.
Okay. Okay. It is now Savage Henry Stone's turn. First, he is going to, I think, both of you hit him pretty resounding. I think, however, because of the crit, he's going to go for Shayog for his first attack. Rolling. Oh, I rolled like shit. 18 with his jaws.
Ooh, fuck.
Exact hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Minimum damage of 9 damage.
That's not good.
But I need you to roll me a fortitude save.
That's also not good.
I also am using this. I don't know how it works. Says you snap your shield into place just as you would take a blow. It's a reaction of when they hit the last second. It just expedites the raise shield action to being right now.
Does it... Interesting.
But it doesn't. Something about the hardness of the what is it?
You lash out, make a melee strike. If the attack was a critical hit and the trigger... Wait. No, sorry. This is your shield block?
This is, yeah, shield
Okay.
block. It's just on a reactive shield.
So you throw up your shield to absorb the blow and minus the hardness from it. Your hardness for your steel
Yeah.
shield is 5. So both you and the shield are going to take 4 damage. So mark that down, because if your shield gets to minus 10 damage, it will break.
Okay.
Okay, and it is now this creature's second action, which it's going to use towards Bonkily. Oh, roll me a
With the-
fortitude save.
With the map back up on the stream.
Yes.
For visual reference.
Visual reference. Roll me a fortitude save, Shia.
23.
You're alright. And with his claws, he is going to attack Bonkules. Ooh, does a 12 hit?
No, it doesn't, bitch.
Good, yeah.
Okay. And out of... Oh, I'm sorry. Brennan, take 2 more damage to both you and your shield.
Good.
And as its last action, it is going to try to hit Bonkules one more time.
Go ahead and try, bucko.
18.
Okay, that does it, yeah.
That's what I thought. Woo! 12 points of damage to you.
Ooh,
Mm.
been out quite a bit.
Now, one thing I will say is you do have temporary hit points equal to your level plus your con because you're raging. So go ahead and take 2 less damage, Bonkules. So a total of 10 damage.
Dude, rage is fucking sweet.
Krishna, it is now your turn.
I am going to open the hand that has the dagger pieces and cast needle darts at it. So you see them kind of form into pointed, like arrowheads.
Okay.
Like fling at the guy.
Roll to hit.
And of course, that's not a great roll. But I'm going to use my reroll,
Okay.
because why not? Still not a great roll. Okay. That is a 15.
That is a miss.
Okay. I am then going to try to intimidate him. I'm just gonna glare with my intimidating glare
Okay. Roll
at
a
the fact that I
intimidation
fucking
check.
missed.
You get him back though, right? Isn't that a feature you were saying you had? with
Yeah,
that?
it comes back to my hands.
Okay.
And not a great roll on that either. 13.
13 is a miss.
Okay, new dice. My turn's up.
Captain Carver, it is now your turn.
Captain Carver is gonna slide over 10 feet. He's already got his guns drawn. Actually, no, he's gonna use this, whatever that reload, or not reload. Hold on, what's it called? 10 paces to slide over. This is actually a free action too. I think I fucked this up the first time. He's gonna draw his pistol with the silvered shot, drop to a knee, take aim, and try and shoot this SOB with a silver bullet.
Okay, roll to hit.
And I'm going to also attack him probably again no matter what, but for suspense's sake, let's go ahead and roll this silvered shot one. I don't have any rerolls left, so I really hope I fucking hit him. 25.
That is a hit.
I really wish it was a crit. That would have been amazing. Okay. Here's that damage. It's 3, but with the silver bullet.
With the silver bullet, you hit him for 3, and then you notice the wound pulses, and this werewolf, ah! And he says, "Wait, wait, wait."
Now he wants to talk.
Parlay.
Captain will cock the hammer on the silver pistol back forward, flip it around, tuck it back into his belt holster, stand up. I'm listening.
This mayor, he has something the witch wants. The Witch of the Pines, and she's gonna get it. Whether or not he complies.
And he shoots an intimidating glare, a flavor one, not an actual feat, at the mayor. And the mayor shies away, and the blood is starting to pool. And he's like,
He's hiding something.
the mayor's like, "Kill him, please, kill him.
I promise to reward you greatly.
Does anybody else have anything for this? Because I have something that I think would be kind of fun.
Oh, go for it if you have something.
Okay. Captain's gonna shoot a toothy grin over to Savage Henry, and
That's an action.
slowly, okay, yeah,
Just
slowly pace back over, kind of more towards the mayor, and then say to the mayor, "You're in a bit of a predicament here. Give me the key to the vault in Grimholt that contains this man's inheritance, and I'll see him done away with."
All right, I don't have a key, but I can write a letter of recommendation. I can go with you. Trust me, we can get you the reward. There's a bounty on his head, you know.
All of it. Every last copper that's in that vault. Or it'll be your head next.
Yes, of course, we could do that. He's lying, the wolf spouts.
Yeah, Bonkules kind of wants to know what this wolf's on about.
At
Yeah,
this
Captain's
point,
kinda
feel
like-
free to talk freely,
Yeah, what'd he
even
say?
though it's not
Yeah.
your.
Yeah. I
Kevin's
think
got
I'd
his
like-
hand on his pistol, but he's kind of like looking at you guys to see like how you handle this.
I think that our friend here, the mayor, should start talking before he gets his head bonked in.
Ooh, Bonkules with a bonk. Give me an intimidation check.
You don't want to be getting yourself bonked there, laddie.
It's a bad bonking.
It's a real bad bonking.
Been on the catching end of his wrath all night. It's not
So
emotionally
yeah,
damaging.
that's a 14 intimidation.
I swear I don't know what this monster is talking about. He's a murderer. A murderer.
Krishna will look over at the werewolf and kind of be like, "We've heard his payment. We can hear counter offer."
He stands up, tall, 7.5 feet, gripping the festering silver wound, and he says,
My patron, the witch. She needs something from him. It might not be gold, it might not be riches, but she can reward you.
Kevin gets a kind of grim look on his face and stares over at Savage Henry and says, "The one thing I be needing more than money. The clockwork necromancer. That mean anything to ye?"
No, but the witch knows much. Her roots have been in this forest longer than these
and he looks over at the mayor and he's like,
usurpers. Kill him, and I will take you to the witch.
I want to give the rest of the group a shrug. Kind of like make a face like, this sounds kind of cool.
You clarify saying we kill the mayor
yeah.
as like a show of good faith or something?
Yeah.
Because he still
seemingly.
needs that mask, right?
Yep, he's
Yeah, I was
looking
gonna say,
for
Shiog will actually.
Yeah, did we clarify any of that?
good evil.
There's an
laugh.
objection question here. That's even if we take your offer, we still have to find it.
And I think in the middle of that, Captain Carver will draw a second pistol and point it back directly at the mayor and say, "He's got a point, and this man is the only one that seems to know its location."
Okay. Sheog, give me an intimidation, but before you roll that, Captain, give me an aid. And you can either use a weapon attack or intimidation.
Ooh, I mean, yeah, weapon attack for sure.
Okay, roll it and tell me what you rolled.
Yeah, 26.
That is a critical success. Take a +2 to your aid, Sheog.
All right.
Don't be fucking this up now.
We'll see. Oh, it's only gonna be a 12. Should have to reroll for this one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Perception? That?
Yeah, insight.
Anybody can roll a perception for a sense motive.
That's a little better. 19.
Whoa, I also got a 19. What the fuck?
Hey,
I'm not doing that.
We're not quite there yet with our relationship, sorry.
With a 19, you both know there is something this mayor is withholding. For
I knew it
sure.
first.
yeah, I'll just say that. He is lying.
What is this mask you trying to find?
I don't know. I just know the witch wanted it, and she blessed me with this for.
Apparently, one person is lying to us, Mayor.
I will give you with a 19, Bonkules, you know the mayor's lying, but with that sense motive, Sheog, you also know the werewolf is lying.
About which part?
You get the sense that the werewolf, and knowing what you know about this criminal, Savage Henry Stone, likely is not the type to split rewards.
Do I know at all what the, or do I sense at all what the mayor could be lying about? Probably that he knows where the mask's at, or something.
You sense with your 19 that the mayor knows probably where the mask's at, but also the mayor has a sense that he is going to die either way. And
I will say, yeah,
the
I'm gonna
only
let
thing-
that statement stand, even knowing what I know.
Okay.
I'm gonna let him think that I think that he's the only one lying.
Okay.
She blessed you with this form. Tell me, what do you feel while you're in it?
Rage, power, hunger.
A smile spreads across Krishna's face, and she's like, "This creature, I like it."
You feel it, don't you?
Give me a diplomacy check with a +2.
Diplomacy, okay.
Yeah. You might inadvertently improve his attitude towards you.
It's a good roll. 23.
Ooh, shit.
This werewolf pops on all fours and he says,
You can feel it as well. Our hunger, it is power. It will be satiated by the witch. Let me devour the mayor. We have time, we can tear this fucking place apart.
Can I right now in the background just kind of quietly pop the lid off that thing and silver my shorts or my sword?
Yep.
I'm gonna do that. Not say anything.
Give me a
I'm
stealth
gonna
check.
deliberately do it behind the werewolf.
Give me a stealth check and I'll give you a +2 for how distracted he is.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
My master guide
25
you.
then.
Yeah!
He doesn't seem to notice.
My master guides you. I will not stand in your way. And she steps to the side.
He begins to slowly step forward, snarling at the mayor.
I'm gonna keep pace with him.
Please explain to me how this plays out.
Is anybody else going to stop me or recommend that I stop my current theming course back?
I mean, I don't think Krishna knows what you're planning. She's just smiling at this guy and watching him.
Oh, you definitely saw me like silver my sword, and I am now walking behind this werewolf who thinks he's walking up to a free kill.
I guess I don't know what I would know about this, but your intent is to intercept him before he kills the mayor, right?
I'm heavily thinking about it.
Okay.
No, I'm just
I am
enjoying the
looking at
moment.
You guys, as I go.
I think Bonkules would kind of put an arm out, and I don't know if he'd. See, Bonkules wants to talk to that witch.
I think, can I hear, kind of like meandering back over, pistol still in hand, joining this conversation, say, we don't need the mayor, but if we know where that mask is and we want to talk to this witch, we also don't need Savage Henry.
Are you saying
Maybe
this
we
as
let
a
it-
whisper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we let him find it, and then we make our move.
Yeah.
Then we be the one holding all the cards.
I
He
like
has
that plan.
he has reached the mayor. Is anybody going to stop him before he
I will sheath my sword.
Okay. It still has the
Gently.
silver, so remember that.
Yeah, gently, not to disturb the silver dust.
Here.
Captain.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, go
that's
ahead.
fine. No, that's fine.
Captain holsters one pistol, pulls out that bottle of brown liquid, kind of keeps it tucked under his jacket. Actually, no, this dude doesn't know what this thing is. He corks it off, so to speak. And
Corking off, baby.
yep, corks it off real good and turns to face. Wait, hold on. Wait,
Stay.
Okay.
corks it off and turns and faces this abomination, so to speak.
The werewolf gets to the mayor, looming over him, and he says, "Fuck you," and starts ripping him apart. And in 6 seconds, he has completely severed the neck and removed the head from this mayor, chomping on the veiny gristle of his neck muscle. He turns back to you, dripping.
If anyone's looking over at me, I am enjoying watching this way too much, just so you know.
Just leave her. She be doing her thing over there in the corner.
Take a reroll, Latara, for playing your character correctly.
Thanks.
He turns back to you with the trachea of this mayor hanging out of his mouth.
Let's tear this place apart.
Now,
Did you learn anything?
Nope.
Nope. I thought he was gonna like interrogate him a little bit first, but whatever.
A negative, blood.
Now, anybody can roll either a perception or a relevant skill you think would help you and assist to search this place for the mask.
Could I roll
Can I
some
just
thievery?
cast Detect
Yeah.
Magic?
Detect magic? Okay.
And I use acrobatics to check the tops of rafters, really obscure but not locked places.
Very cool. Yes, of course.
16 thievery.
16 thievery,
10 acrobatics.
10 acrobatics. Tara?
I want to chat up Savage Henry a little bit while he's tearing this place apart.
Come here
Do I
often.
need... Do I need to roll for Detect Magic?
Oh, no, I guess you don't. Sorry. Duh. What are you asking, Captain?
This mask you're speaking of, I believe it to be the Mask of Dimitar. It is a important relic in these lands. If you could tell me a bit more about its properties, if you should know such a thing, or anything that you might know that you were withholding before, Winky Face, I would be happy to know it. It might make our search a bit easier. And I'm trying to deceive him.
Okay, give me a deception check.
Okay. 17.
Oh, shit.
I think you're mistaken. I don't know much about this mask, but I know it is to be on the head of an orc warrior. I am slowly absorbing your accent.
It'd be an infectious one. That
I've been smoking. It's on the head of an orc warrior. Some sort of grisly trophy.
And you can tell
Orc
from your
warrior and
deception.
Grizzly? What?
You can tell from your deception, he doesn't know much. He is but a pawn in this. Now, with that, the thievery, Bonkules, you're checking all the places you think to check. Low corners, throwing out books, trying to trigger some sort of secret entrance to no luck. With your acrobatics, Sheog, you are climbing rafters looking for any hidden switch, any rope pulley, anything. However, Grishna, as you detect magic, the painting seems to resonate some faint, arcane residue. And as you walk towards the painting,
I won't walk towards it. I'll look over at the captain and kind of nod in the direction of the painting.
well, as you stand still towards the painting,
Okay.
you see what is depicted is a dwarven warrior, a woman dressed in bronze legion armor. And being an orc from this area, you know that armor. It strikes fear into the hearts of many orcs.
I run out. I'm just-
She,
You're like, oh shit, I gotta get the fuck out of here, bro.
she is standing upon corpse and corpse of orc. But the more you look at this painting, even from a distance, At first, it's warrior corpses, but then it's more than that. Corpses of civilians, old, children, and this warrior holds up a head. A severed head by its black braided hair. And you point this out to the captain.
So the mask is represented artistically. It's friendship and love, it would seem. It seems so obvious now. Everybody in for a group hug.
Or it's just a magic little thing hiding it in the painting.
Could be magical friendship in the painting.
I like the cat.
All friendship is magical.
So
I will, I guess.
well, he'll nod to you and kind of like maybe give you the indication, like, can we confirm this information before we turn the attack?
Any way a religion check would apply here?
Sure, give me a religion check.
Where is this painting relevant to us on the map? And do we want to put the map up?
I'll put the map up right now. It is this.
Map up, bro.
It's right next to
Holy
Shayog.
shit.
It is.
Oh,
that.
so it's not mounted or anything.
No, it's like
painted.
painted. Yes.
Interesting.
That was
We made it look like
only
you
a 12.
Oops. A 12. Okay. Yeah. Not much.
Can we check? I'll walk up and look at for traps on the painting.
Roll a perception check.
$17.
17. You're confident it is not trapped. In fact, you get the sense that perhaps the key is removing this painting.
I will lift the painting.
You lift it off of the easel. And a secret door opens right behind Shayog. And inside...
Is the werewolf looking?
One sec, sorry. Let me make sure everybody can see this on the stream. And in
If the werewolf's not looking, I'll put it back real quick.
the werewolf hears it's like and on the other side of this secret door, Shayog, you peer in. It's a trophy room. A few exotic animal pelts. Several heads mounted. But noticeably, in the center, a humanoid head mounted with a mask that fills you with fear, with curling horns like a demon. But one thing I will say, specifically to Shayog and Krishna, this is unbelievably grisly. Where if one of you may have made a dwarf in character creation, like I said, might be a good idea, but I don't know. This is something you might see from time to time, mounted orc heads in homes of warriors or clans that were warriors. But to you, this is like the mounted head of a neighbor or a friend or family member. Even to the non-orcs of this party, the goblin and the human, this is grisly. And you get a sense why this may or may have kept this hidden.
They say we are brutal.
Pretty fucked up.
There it is.
Aye, there it be. Captain's gonna turn, bottle in hand, say, "It's time like these that, when victory is at hand, a toast is in order. Wouldn't you agree, Savage Henry? You seem to be a fortuitous man, not averse of celebration."
Roll a deception check.
Oh God, please, baby. Flaccid 20.
Flaccid 20. Savage Henry turns to you and walks forth to get a sip of this drink you have offered.
Well, mostly he's just trying to get him closer. If anything, Kevin will turn and grab an unopened bottle of wine off a near table and, like, as he's approaching, say, "Even in this form, I'm sure you can still appreciate a good drink," and will extend the wine to him.
He grabs it with his vicious claws, snaps the neck off with broken glass, and spits it out. What are you saying, Shayog?
I was just saying, Jayog is gonna stumble up as talk of drinks, like just looking extra green. He's turned more green than blue now. I could use a drink after what I just saw.
Krishna is going to back up towards the mask.
Okay.
So, Henry, you seem to be a stout man, a stout wolf as well. And as he's, like, taking the sip, he'll eye the wound, the silver wound, and say, "Beasts such as yourself fear few things. One of them being silver." And he'll take a hefty drink off of this draft that he's holding and say, "You know what the second thing is?"
Money.
Fire.
Oh, shit.
And he unleashes a fiery breath from his throat, encapsulating Savage Henry Stone in a cone of fire. If you'll indulge me and let me take the first move in this combat.
Yep.
For my success.
And I am going to... Is that a reflex save?
Yeah, DC 15, I think.
Okay.
I mean, you have the stat block too. Or the
I'm going to give
description.
him a -2 because
Okay.
of your deceptive efforts as well as the silver wound. I'll drop my dice.
That's
Okay.
fine. He loses everything forever. Come on, baby.
I rolled a 6 plus 9, which is a 15 minus
Meets
2.
meets. Oh, fuck, nice.
Well, I think that's still... What was the DC? 13?
15.
15. That is a
15
fail.
at my stage.
Roll your
Hell
damage.
Yeah. That's going to be a solid 6 fire damage.
Okay. You torch him with this fire, and it burns his fur and leaves a terrible, blistering wound across his eye. And as the fire torrent dissipates, he stands tall. Shayog, since you were on him, I am going to give you an action as well before he gets to go.
Well, I guess I'll have to redraw my silvered sword.
I'll let you do that in attack. I'll say you're... I'll give
Okay.
you a
He's
turn.
distracted by being relatively on fire.
I guess, yeah, while he's being burned, I pull my sword out. And as I can see what the fuck is going on, I'm swing.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Combat basic Tanner. I'm all jazzed up.
Wow. Anybody want to give me a reroll? Can we do that?
Sure. That's a one shot. Who gives a fuck?
I'll give you one.
All right.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be better
Guys,
than
every
that.
roll.
There we go.
What are friends for?
25.
25
Oh,
is
yeah.
a hit. With your silvered blade, roll your damage.
Can I also do
was
something
wrong.
with this?
No.
That's gonna be 10 damage, not accounting for silver. I don't know what that is.
Please describe your kill.
Holy shit, no
Oh,
way.
jeez.
I believe this wolf is still reeling back, and as he tries to recover and come back, sword right through the neck, head just falls off.
And at this point, you have the mask as well as the mounted head, which you think is also of some importance.
Krishna has grabbed it and put the mask on.
You have a little bit of time before the chaos. You grab it and put the mask on?
Yeah, that was my plan.
Okay. Go ahead
Let's see what it does now.
and add to your inventory a demon mask. And with that, you see through the windows the crescent of the dawning sun. As your night of terror is over, you have neither saved the mayor nor taken the side of Savage Henry Stone. In fact, sitting here, you ponder that you are in something of the perfect predicament. You have the mask, the mayor is dead, and his very obvious killer is here. What you do next will be entirely up to you. Whether you loot the mayor's house for gold, you take the demon mask and search for the Witch of the Pines, or you fuck off over the pass of the Kravnok Mountains when the spring comes. But either way, you all A, level up, and B, complete this one shot.
Fuck it, we did a one shot.
We did a one shot in one night. Oh my god.
Obviously, we haven't all played in each other's games and campaigns. This is the first time we finished a one shot like on reroll.
In one shot.
This is the first one shot I've ever completed.
We did the one where we played as like
Donovan, and that's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we could do that.
for the anniversary stream.
Yeah.
I'm just impressed though. We managed to get through it.
All right.
Oh yeah, we did.
Good work, everybody. Thank you so much. And now, two things. Once this fucking... Three things. Once this stupid goddamn ReRole thing that is definitely way too long and gonna get us shut down.
I can't hear it.
Schizophrenic DM.
I pick
Thank
up
our
the head.
mods. Thank you.
I mean, we gotta. It's like playing on expert mode. We gotta let it. We gotta make it difficult for ourselves somehow. You just let us know when it's over, Tanner. I don't know when.
I already did. I don't know how to make that clear, but I'll let Brennan go.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up this wolf head. I'm going to put it in Bonkuli's hands, and I'm gonna shove him out the front door to meet the day as a hero.
Oh.
And as you get
Aw.
shoved out the front door, you see people start to filter out and gasp. The goblin, he killed him. He killed him.
Of course, after.
My God.
I drop kick the head to the crowd and I'm screaming. I'm running around like a.
Let's all have sex with him.
Super beers for everyone.
And she all did nothing.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Spiteful to the end. Three things. Number one, thank you to my mods. Ayla and Octavia, thank you guys for being there. Number two, Chandler, where can people find that beautiful Candlehead merchandise?
Ooh, the backwards banner.
I think it's forwards.
No, it's forwards on stream. Yeah, you're
It's
good.
forwards on stream.
It's backwards. For me.
Nice.
Forwards on stream. It's at Candlehead. Can I get out of the way? Does it show?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. There you go.
Candlehead.art on Instagram is the best place to find me.
Buy
I'll be
some
doing some markets
shit.
in Tacoma, baby. This the beginning of next month. But yeah, Candlehead.art is the best place to find me.
I bought
on Instagram.
several things, but currently I'm buying a fanny pack, and it's awesome. Number
For
three.
joining us, Chandler.
Thanks for joining us, Chandler. Thank you all for being here.
Thanks for
Wonderful.
having me.
And number three, some
This was a good
legalese to get out of the way. ReRole Gaming uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc. Used under the Paizo Community Use Policy. Parenthesis Paizo.com/licenses/community use. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. ReRole Gaming is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo, but we'd like to be. Reach out, Paizo, please God. I apply for every job you post. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit Paizo.com. Thank you,
You are
Paizo.
literally making your company worse, Paizo, by not hiring Tanner. What's
Thank
wrong
you.
with you?
Seriously.
We love you. So
I'll
much.
kill you. Thank you, Paizo. Thank you, Pathfinder. Thank you, ReRole. Thank you, Candlehead. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you, Tanner.
In addition to accessing
Thanks.
the continent, you also access the content.
The content is the art.
Did I say
arguably the
continent?
most important
Content.
part. Yeah.
And
An
content.
entire
I
continent.
cannot prevent you from coming to North America via Paizo's community use law. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.